kind of. We had them on, but like we weren't really hitting each other. You can't really hit each other with it. So.
With the lightsaber?
Yeah, you can't really smack each other because you don't want to break the lightsaber. That's $260.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Slob on the Pod. Episode Who Fucking Cares? Who Fucking Knows? I'm joined with my best friend, my best family member in the entire world. Don't mean anything by it, Brody. Eric Castaños, everybody.
Offended. Yay. I was going to clap for myself, but that's...
Do it.
Yay me, dude.
Don't do that ever again.
Oh. Hey, what's up, dude?
What's up, man? Thanks for coming out here again. I think we should give you an award or something, because I think you're the most reoccurring guest that I've had at this point.
Maybe, possibly. It's either me or Andy.
Definitely you. I
like,
cut off Andy a long time ago.
What he had a season and he was done after that. I feel like I came a lot in the beginning.
Came a lot. No pun intended.
I feel like I was on a lot.
No cum intended.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you this special message.
All right, everybody. Let's take a real quick break. I just got to, do a little something right here. Obviously, as you guys all know, recently I started this fitness journey, which includes meal prepping and actually watching what I eat. But thanks to the new sponsor of the podcast, CaterFit. CaterFit provides me with healthy, well-proportioned meals. Thursday, I place my order. Sunday, deliver to me. Meals for the week prepared by some of the best chefs in Arizona. I just recently went to go pick up some meals, and lovely at the Food Boutique. She provided us with some very, very, very amazing meals. I went and had some lunch over there. They gave me some teriyaki chicken, which was amazing, by the way. And she's such a sweet lady. I'll post a little picture of her right here, chef right here. And dude, the only thing you have to do is eat the meals provided. I mean, it's so easy. You too can enjoy these meals to help you reach your fitness goals. Just go to CaterFitYuma.com to place your order. Once again, that's www.caterfityuma.com. You can also go into the shop. They usually have little things set up on the side. Let me see. I'm gonna go to their website. They have a few things more. They got these green detox smoothies, very berry smoothies, some peanut butter banana smoothies, which that's probably one of my favorites. The peanut butter banana goes good with everything. And these protein energy bars, they're so good. Like I told you before, the first time they gave me some meals. They gave me a few of these cookies. But yeah, they're good for you, and then they taste even better. Once again, you guys, thank you, CaterFit Yuma. That's www.caterfityuma.com. Go place your order. They'll have it ready for you. Go pick it up. They can come drop it off where you're at. Very, what's the word? Convenient. Very convenient. I mean, I'm one of those people that, I get home and I'm starving and it's already like 9, 10 o'clock at night. Last thing you want to do is cook some food, but, you remember, oh, shoot, that's right. I just placed an order and I have all these amazing meals. All I got to do is pop them in the microwave for about 2.5, 3 minutes and they're ready to go. Usually I don't like leftover meals. That's why I don't like meal prepping myself just because I don't like microwave foods, but I don't know what it is. They put their sprinkle a little magic in it. And when you microwave it, it tastes fresh. I'm not even I'm not lying. They're really, really good. They have so many options, but just go on their website, check them out. Tell them Slob on the Pod sent you. Maybe that helps me and it helps them as well. So once again, CaterFit Yuma, thank you guys for sponsoring the podcast.
You got a tiny wiener and some hairy nuts.
It's holiday season, and you don't know what to get as a gift for a stocking stuffer. Do you get stocking stuffers?
Sometimes.
All right, well, you know what you should get? Today's sponsor, Manscaped, has the tools guaranteed to win you this year's stocking stuffer or the White Elephant competition. Manscaped is the leader in men's below-the-waist grooming, and they have served more than 4 million men worldwide. If my math is correct, which it probably is because I was great at math, by the way, that's almost 8 million balls. Get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com with code
SLOB20.
SLOB20. Eric.
Yes.
Can you remember the first time you had to shave your balls?
100%.
How scary was it? How scared were you the first time that you shaved your balls and you nicked and a little blood came out? Did you not think that your sack was just going to open up and everything was just going to pour out?
I was terrified. I thought my balls were going to inflate. It was scary.
Dude, it happens. I remember the first time I ever shaved, I was trying to trim my nuts. And I got a little cut and I started bleeding and I remember showering and it just kept bleeding and bleeding and I was I thought I was gonna bleed out.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so embarrassing that I was gonna die.
And it doesn't end there.
No.
Because every sweat, every walk, every piece of sweat that gets into the cut, it hurts. It reminds you nicked your balls.
You also think it might get infected.
Yeah. Get rid of your hairy nuts.
Get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com with code SLOB20. Something about this this trimmer right here, the Lawnmower 4.0, by the way, is that it has a little LED light on the tip of it, which I have my own little personal story where I used to be, you're in a restroom, right? Close your eyes, right? You're in the restroom, you got a hot date tonight. You might get into it, you might get some, so you want to make sure it looks clean down there. All right. So, the lighting's perfect, but as you're shaving, you notice that, you're kind of hunched over and it's covering the light. You can't really see down there. You know what? The Lawnmower 4.0's got this little LED light that lights up the area.
You don't say.
Yeah, I do say, buddy.
Yeah.
So there's so many times that I'd be like down there, and I remember I had like my old shaver, and I'd have my dad. I used to have like a little work light, little headlight, a little headlamp on me, and I'd just be down there trying to get into it, and it just wasn't enough.
Or you have to put the leg on the counter maneuver.
Yeah. You got to put the leg up. And then also you got to get all up in there. But luckily in those dark, scary, cold, wet, stinky places, you have the Manscaped. You have the little LED light. Also, speaking of stinky places, you got the ball deodorant. Do you know there's a ball deodorant?
No, dude.
There's a ball deodorant.
It's like the armpit for your butthole.
Exactly. Yeah. My girl used to tell me that my nuts smell like chili cheese fries. Yeah. So now they don't. You know why?
Yeah.
Because I have Manscaped ball deodorant.
And it's right here.
Exactly. Remember, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code SLOB20 at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. And I will thank you. And he will thank you. And Manscaped will thank you. So remember, use code SLOB20. Once again, that's SLOB20 at manscaped.com. Once again, manscaped.com, code SLOB20. Happy Christmas, everyone.
Get rid of your hairy, grinchy nuts.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
I feel like it came a lot in the beginning, and then like here and there sporadically, and then Andy had like a season.
Yeah, it was like it'd be like him and then like someone else and then me and then him and then someone else and then him.
But then after that, and then you guys just went off and did your own podcast.
Well, because I thought about that too. Because so we do our own. Go check it out, Between Me and You podcast with 100%. Andy Conchola. But then I was like, do I still have him on? Like by having him on, is that just Between Me and You now? Like does it turn to that? You know what I'm saying?
Like a segment within your thing.
Yeah. No. But I was thinking like maybe introduce like. Obviously, like some of the followers and viewers I have, we don't have. So maybe like do an episode where I kind of just like show it, like talk about it, and then try to get people to go onto that one next.
Like Two Bears in One Cave. Like if Tommy Buns has, what's his name?
Bert Kreischer.
If he has Bert
on
Kreischer
your mom's house,
yeah, then they can still talk about the pod.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then they kind of just promote it. And then move that audience over to there. Be like, oh shit, by the way,
Yeah, 100%. You can still do that. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
You can't assume that everybody knows who Andy is, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like just because he's so like local, then it's like everyone knows him because everywhere we go, he knows everybody and everybody knows him. So I just assume.
For sure.
That's the worst thing about assuming, though.
No, that's what happens when you grow, dude. You can't assume that people know who everybody is from the past.
Yeah,
that's the thing with your growth.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's the thing I can talk to you about now, dude. I'm
what?
like, what do we talk about now, dude?
Dude, I just want to press record and just talk. Like the first, like, what are you thinking about right now?
Boobs.
Next.
It's because
What about him? What about boobs? Why do guys? Are you a boob guy or a butt guy?
Butt guy, dude. I actually was thinking about this a couple days ago.
Did you start off as a boob guy, and then because I feel like the adult thing to do is turn into a butt guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because every 15-year-old loves tits.
But it's still nice to see a pair.
100%.
Right?
I don't like them.
I'm not knocking them.
Not saying I don't like them.
It's like 90-80.
90-80. It is like 90-80.
Right?
It's like a 90-80 ratio. That doesn't make sense.
Exactly. That's
no, I think as a kid, I was like, you know what, dude? I think it's because I watched, like, you know what I do, dude? And this is, like, a word that people don't use a lot. I like, this is everybody, like, every guy. I like bodacious babes. Because, like, on BET, there was always, like, girls with, like, giant butts. Like, giant everything.
Do you like when it's, like, big old tits and big old butts?
Dude, like,
and
dumb.
then, like, skinny waist?
Dumb.
But do you like the skinny waist or do you like a little thickness with it?
I don't know. Not saying I don't like it.
Not knocking them.
Not saying I don't like it.
It's like 90-80.
No, I like a little thickness.
Right, me
I
too.
don't like it.
Yeah.
It looks fake. Because then you look like Kim K. Because I don't like BBLs or like BBLs are weird. I don't know if I can get on with BBL. Because the thing with BBLs is they don't match the hips.
Yeah, exactly.
And I like hips, dude. You know
From
what
the
I
back,
like?
it looks weird.
You know what I like more than anything, dude? Now that I get older, what
A
I
nice,
realize-
good, big conversation with a woman.
a nice big conversation with 100%. That is good too, though. That'll get you a long way. Legs, dude.
Legs.
I like legs. Dude.
Muscular.
No, I just like big, thick legs.
I don't mind a little cottage cheese.
Me neither, bro.
You know, a little
Me neither,
cellulite.
Yeah, well, that's just part. It's
Cellulite
just
to make your day bright.
100%. It's like, what?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something on top of my head.
Just trying to think of something that rhymes. I
Trying
love
to be a
rhyming.
rapper, trying to
What if you're-
freestyle.
If you're like, I just love rhyming. I just like to rhyme.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Like go, shoe,
poo,
boo,
you,
two,
foo,
crew,
coo,
me.
new.
Ah, I got you there, buddy.
Dude, that's hard.
I know.
Have you ever
Freestyle? Yeah.
really?
Was I good at it? No.
Did you have like friends that would like freestyle?
Yeah, in the army, I had like we would get drunk as fuck and we would just play beats.
Start
And
freestyle.
it sucked. We'd all go around, like we'd all be drinking, and we all go around, and like each person would try to say a bar,
And you
and they'd be all like out of nowhere, be like, "What the fuck? I didn't know you were fucking
You can
Drake and
rap?
Eminem."
You can
just,
rap?
yeah, you just like freestyling bars, and it get to me, and I just be like, "All right, we're drinking with the bros.
I like
say no
hoes.
to hoes.
yeah.
I need
Fuck.
some new clothes."
Shit.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Fuck." All right, you go next.
Yo, that was tight. Yeah. Yo,
And
get on the
everyone's
mic.
drunk, so they're like, "Yeah."
Dude, I every time like so when I lived in Phoenix, when all of like Andy and all of us used to live together, like a group of us would live together. They would always do that, joking around. So they would like
Freestyling?
freestyle.
And they were good at it, right?
100%.
Oh yeah.
Andy was good. Yeah, our group was like good at it. And every time they're like, "Yo, Eth, spit." I'm like, "Fuck no, dude."
You're like, I'll be the beat guy.
Dude, 100% I'll be the beat guy because I'm the one that stutters way too much. Like, it doesn't have the flow. You know, they keep flowing, they keep going. I'm like, dude, I can't do it.
See, you just rhyming out, flowing and going.
Yeah, but not. I'm like a Dr. Seuss type of guy.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
I'm more of a Dr. Seuss rhymer. Not like, yeah. I can do that, but I can't rap. No, I definitely can't. I did want to rap when I was younger. Did I ever tell you?
I
that?
think everyone wants to be a rapper. I think so now when I watch like the Travis Scott documentary or like like when people are performing online or on like live on stage and they just like the way they can control the crowd. I'm like, dude, you can only do that as a rapper or like a performer, like a rock star or something,
Yeah.
like a musician, right?
Yeah.
But like a comedian just makes people laugh, you know. You go watch a play, it just gives people like, you know. But like music just makes people. You can control a whole crowd. Like, all right, 3, 2, 1, and then we're like, boom, yeah,
Stop
and
trying to be
dude,
God.
and you just control the whole crowd. Like, all right, split the middle,
Dude,
and you just see.
being in a fucking band, dude.
I would love to be in
Dude,
a band.
I would love to be in a band.
What
too.
what would you
Alright,
what would you do?
What would I do?
What would your
I
part
want
be?
to sing, dude.
God damn it. Same.
I want to sing, dude.
Yeah, because I'm lazy.
And I low key think I can, and with good training, I think I can be better.
I don't know. Sometimes I sing to myself, and I'm like,
Sounds good.
I should go on
And then you
like
turn
X
the-
Factor.
Turn the volume down a little bit, and you're like, no, it's not
Dude,
happening.
sometimes when I'm driving and I like like a song will come on like on shuffle,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, I know every single word from beginning to end,
yeah.
and like I'll turn it down just a little to hear my voice as well, and I'll be
Yeah.
like, turn it back up.
I didn't think I had it like I thought I did.
Because when you sing, when the audio is like to that point where you can kind of hear your voice and you hear the song,
Yeah.
and you're like matching the pitches as far as like the best you
But
can.
at a really
it
low
sounds
volume.
good.
Yeah.
you're
No,
just like
100%.
I sound just like him, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then or I'm rapping just like Drake, and then but then when you turn it down, you're just like and you're just like saying shit weird, or you say
Yeah.
and then I get self embarrassed even if I'm in the car by myself and I say like the wrong word. Like to the song,
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, God, dude. Sometimes I'll try to rap the whole song through, and if I fuck up one, I'll start over.
You all the way. You just
I don't
start
know
the
why.
song back over?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yesterday. Oh, not yet. I don't know why I said yesterday. A couple of days ago, I was like driving and I was singing a song. I don't know. It was probably like Shawn Mendes, to be honest. I like Shawn Mendes.
I do
He's
too.
sick.
Or you know, another one is what's the girl? The one that sings.
Camila Cabello.
No, the girl that sings
They broke up. So.
Driver's License.
Oh, I
Dude,
know who you're talking
She's
about.
been making bangers.
She's sick, dude.
I'm in
What's
love
her
with her.
Fucking name, dude.
She's only 18, but not like that. Like her music is.
Yeah,
It's like catchy.
Hey, she's 18 though.
She's kind of cute.
Yeah, she was pretty. Her Dua Lipa's dope. Her voice is sick. But Shawn Mendes, like I always sing to, and I don't know if it was this song, but I was singing. It was like really early morning. I was driving, and I was like in my neighborhood and driving out, and I remember I was like, I just belted out. You know, like when you sing with like a passion,
really try, yeah.
like your neck and all of it. You're like, yeah, and then fucking the guy next to me caught me. 2 guys in a Tessie, no joke, and no, not that. They were like. And they started laughing. I was like, yo, fuck this dude. And I was all embarrassed and I just sped
You
off.
just sped up, and the whole time they're just like following you.
Dude,
to
I
each
was
light.
so embarrassed. I was like, fuck this dude
You're
for
just like
laughing
this.
at me, bro. And I was like, damn, I should just play it cool and act like, you know what? I was fucking singing, dude.
No.
You're lame for not singing in your
I
car.
think that you should sing. Even if you have a shitty voice, just let it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it feels good when you like sing really hard, like as best as you can. It just feels good. It's like crying. Like sometimes a good cry feels good afterwards. You're like, it's
cry.
a good cry session.
Yeah.
Same thing with like singing. Like a good, like if you let it all out, you really get into the song. Even if your voice cracks, like you
Yeah.
just keep going with it.
You're into
You
it.
feel good at the end. You're like, I
Yeah.
fucking nailed
the
it.
vibes are right. Like you're a little pissed off and a little sad and a little tipsy, and then you just play like a fucking Brad Paisley song or something.
Yeah.
And you just get into it.
Yeah. Country too. Country's a good one.
I love singing the country. only.
Country's good, and then like I like to get into it. Like I'll use my accent and everything into it. Like I get into it. Sometimes I play with
Baby
it.
lock them doors.
Dude, I sang that for karaoke when we went to Andy's wedding, the after party.
Oh, okay.
We went to a karaoke bar and I sang the shit out of that. I was like the second to last person to perform before we closed the bar down.
I was gonna ask you. I was gonna not ask you. I was gonna tell you before you said karaoke. We should do karaoke.
I want to do karaoke. I'm so down.
Why don't we just get the machine?
It's not the same.
No,
I mean,
I've never been to karaoke. What's it like?
oh, it's cool because you perform in front of your friends as well as just like random people.
Yeah.
And it's cool when you pick, like there's certain people that pick songs and everyone's like, why? Like no one really likes it. No
Is
one
that
really.
part of the fun though?
Yeah, because then you pick a song and then when you see people singing along with you and like dancing,
It's the vibe.
it's you. And then
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
feel like a performer. You feel like a rapper or something. So you're just like, they're all with me and they all agree with you. Like this is you picked a good song.
You got the good vibe. You hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's kind of like being a DJ, but you're singing it.
Exactly. Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. You get like the green card for the night. They're like, this guy passes.
Yeah, this guy's
He's got
fucking
good
sick.
taste.
Really?
Yeah.
But do guys that do karaoke do they smash?
I mean, I do.
Nah, but you got a girlfriend. Dude.
Exactly. That's the joke.
Stupid.
That's the joke.
You got a girlfriend, dude. Karaoke seems.
I
tight,
want to
but-
say yes. Like if I was single, I would assume that I would, just because that would show like a girl like, damn, this guy's got confidence,
just gets
and
it,
and
huh?
he's fun. You know, she knows if you take him to a party,
Doesn't get embarrassed.
yeah, he doesn't get embarrassed. He's like able to do
You're
things
right.
in front of people and not care what they think. Like,
Yeah.
and I think girls, that's like a big turn on for girls is like
Yeah.
confidence in a guy. And then
true.
also like I get the same thing too. Is I think it's cool when you're with someone that you bring to a party and they can just mingle with everyone, even though it's their first time meeting everyone. Like it's always like,
like a girl.
a girl or a guy. Like I'm saying, like if a girl, like I think I think a girl likes to know that she can take this random guy or like her new boyfriend to like all her friends, and she knows they're all gonna love him because he's so outgoing, and she knows the type of friends she has, and they're probably outgoing. So it's like, oh, they're gonna get along, you know?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing like with me, like with my girl. Like if we go somewhere and like. And she's
Oh,
outgoing, and
you
everyone
figure it
likes her.
out.
Yeah, it's like
Bro.
it's a plus.
That might be one of the sexiest things about like a woman. Like if you bring her around on homies and you're like, oh, I don't have to worry about her. Not like in a weird like, oh, I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
too friendly.
no, I get what you're saying.
But you know, she's
Like,
cool.
she can get along with
She gets
everyone.
along with everybody.
and
You don't gotta worry
she's
about
not that girl. They're like, oh, you brought her along.
her. Yeah.
Like people like don't
fuck.
mind when she comes along.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tight. Yeah, that was a good time.
You know something random, little out of left field, maybe even center field, maybe even the parking lot. Why can't men like grown-ups, why can't we have like sleepovers anymore? Or can we? Or
You're right.
Or I just don't ask?
Well, let's think about it. Let's scenario
Let's
it.
break it up.
What
Let's
if
break
I
it apart.
asked you? We'll go both ways.
Okay.
What if I said, "Hey, Jordan," it sounds funny thinking about it. Hey, do you just strictly sleep over?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Hey, Jordan, do you want to sleep over?"
I'd say yes. Right away in a heartbeat.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I swear to God I would.
Jordan, do you want to just sleep over?
Yeah. You can stay the night.
Okay, but
here.
what? Okay, but I wouldn't ask you to sleep over because I assume we're adults. But that's stupid.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about this as I'm talking. So like, I wouldn't ask you to sleep over. Maybe because you have a girlfriend. I don't know why I don't ask you if you wouldn't sleep over.
I think for me it's weird to sleep over at someone's house when you have your own. You know?
Yeah, you pay rent and stuff. But if you ask me to sleep over, Is it because like as you get older, you like your own bed and shit? Like
Yeah.
now you have a bed that's your way, in a way that you like it. Your like environment, your den, if you will. Like you have your whole little aura, your nightly routine, if you will.
It's not so much that. It's more of the next day being able to just wake up and just, if you want to be lazy the rest of the day. Because then, like, when you sleep over at someone's house and, like, say you've been drinking or something, you wake up shitty.
You
still got to drive home
And then you have to,
in
like,
the same
conversate and
clothes.
shit. I
Yeah.
don't like dude, I hate doing that, bro.
That's why, like,
staying out of my house. I'm like, fuck no, dude. Go to my
well,
home.
like, I've had a few people that come to the podcast and they get drunk, and I'm like, yo, stay here. Like, I would hate for something to happen knowing you left here. So
Yeah.
they'll stay the night. And I just, in the morning, I'm just have hopes that by the time I wake up, they're gone.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you this special message.
Hey, and another sponsor for the females. This is calling all females. And actually, I think this is for guys too, because I'm thinking about getting it myself. Today's sponsor is Novi Lash. Novi Lash is a professional lash extensions by Jess. Jess is Arizona licensed and certified. Remember, licensed and certified. Those are two big key words. Remember those words, ladies and gentlemen. Licensed and certified lash artist with over 3 years of experience. She is also a licensed cosmetologist. That is such a hard word to say. Thanks a lot, Novi. She did hair for about 6 or 7 years, so she's no stranger when it comes to helping women feel beautiful. So go ahead and check her out. Follow her over at Instagram on Novi Lash _. That's NOVILASH _. DM her. You know, I'm not gonna lie, she's always posting about, you know, these open dates, but literally as soon as she posts them, they're gone. You know, last episode we had Poshloft, so shout out Poshloft. This one we got Novi. So once you go get, you know, your eyebrows done by Posh, then you go over to Novi, or vice versa. You go to Novi first, get your lashes done, then you go over and get your eyebrows done. Whatever you want to do. My girl does them both, and she comes back looking like a fine dime. And take her out and drink some wine. I don't know. Just go over to her Instagram over at Novi Lash _ on Instagram. She has a lot of pictures, a lot of videos. She has a lot of before and afters, so you get to see, you know, the things she's worked with. 'Cause, you know, you might be like, oh, she's never seen some shit like mine. My shit's pretty fucked up. Don't worry, she's seen it all, and she's gonna help you. She's there. She's not gonna make fun of you or nothing. She's gonna sit you down and be like, mija, mijo, hey, we got you, girl. We got you, baby girl. I got you, and she got you. She gonna make you look good. Don't matter your situation, she's gonna make you look good, all right? Because I wish Novi was around when my mom was, you know, when she was at her age where she would do her eyelashes, because she used to have this thing. I don't know if girls are listening, maybe guys, because I saw this when my mom used to do it. But girls, look like a scissor, and like you would pinch. It looked like I thought she was pinching her eyelid to flip her lashes to make them look more, you know, I don't know, more fuller or curled, whatever the girls say nowadays. I don't know. My mom used to do this thing, and she used to like really pinch him, and I guess she used to flex him up. And I swear, for the longest time, I used to watch her, and I looked like it hurt because I thought she was pinching her eyelid. Little did I know she was just pinching the eyelash hairs, and then it curled them up. But like I said, I wish Novi was around that time, because then I could have just said, hey, mom, go to Novi. You ain't got to do all that. You lay down in this comfortable chair. She has a beautiful studio, by the way. And everyone wants to go get, you know, I could go to Walmart and get the glue-on ones. You don't. You know what I'm saying? I can, you know, I have tattoos. I could go on Amazon, you know, and order a tattoo gun and get myself some tattoos. Doesn't mean it's going to come out the same. You know what I'm saying? Relax. Book an appointment with Novi. Lay down, you know, get comfy. She does her magic, and you wake up. You wake up and you got these beautiful, luscious, voluptuous, full lashes. She even gives you some little like cleaner that cleanses your lashes, you know. So that way when you get out the shower, you know, clean them. She tells you the whole process, how to keep these bad boys going long. Once again, go over to Instagram, DM her, tell her Solving the Pod sent you. See what she does for you. I don't know. Maybe she'll give you an extra lash on the end, you know, the little wingtip. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not the 3-year experienced cosmetologist. Novi is. Jess over at Novi Lashes is. So go over, tell her Solving the Pod sent you, and thank you, Novi, for sponsoring Solving the Pod. Let me go get mine done.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
You know?
Yeah, dude. And I would say, you know what I would say too? As you were saying that too, I would tell them, and if you want to leave in the morning, just go ahead. And I would stay in my room until I hear them.
Dude, same.
I would wait, but I'd have to tell them so they know, oh,
it's okay.
It's okay for me to leave because
Yeah.
if I stayed here and you didn't tell me that, I would wait till you wake up.
Also, like, if I woke up and you're still here, I'd feel like, okay, now I got to make him breakfast, or I got to offer
Do
him
you want something?
Yeah.
And not saying you won't.
Because more than likely, when you wake up, you're
You
starving.
don't want to have to, though.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Don't put me in that weird position.
Yeah,
bro.
just don't do it, guys.
Yeah, don't make me do this.
Never mind. I don't want to stay the night.
You're
I
like
don't
in
wanna
your
stay the
head,
night.
this inner dialogue. Don't make me do this. Hey, man, do you want breakfast?
But I think I just miss, like, sleepovers and, like, staying up late and, like, watching movies or, like, playing video games and, like, getting drunk and, like, telling, like, secrets, like, when you're drunk or, like, I just miss that.
You know what? Because there was fun shit. You had like activities planned around sleeping over.
Yep.
Because you're not the thing with sleeping. You know what? Because the thing with sleeping over is that you are committing your time to somebody for the night, and you're gonna do you're just gonna do fun shit, or you're just gonna hang out.
Yeah.
Rather than like if you're like, hey, do you want to come over for like a beer? I don't even say that a lot.
No.
I should do that.
You should.
Now that I think about, hey, just come over for a beer.
Yeah.
Because even if we didn't do the podcast today, I was gonna say let's just drink a beer and just hang out.
Let's
But
just
then-
hang out in general.
Yeah. So then, but then like when you sleep over, it's like, okay, we're gonna play video games, we're gonna chill, we're gonna get pizza, we're gonna play video games, we're gonna eat pizza, we're probably gonna go like run on the street and do something stupid.
Yeah, like something you do when you're a kid.
Yeah, just stay up late and do
Like,
stuff.
why is it frowned upon to, like, act like a child every now and
Or
then?
why did we just have to drink all the time? Well, I mean, we could drink, but we
Well,
could still
that's-
do all those other
But
things.
that's the fun part. Is like when we had sleepovers when we were kids, it was just we just ran off our own energy, like our own like selves. And now that you're older and you have access to alcohol and you can go buy it, now it just makes it that sleepover that much funner.
You know what's like
if
that
that's
now
a word.
is like when
Funner?
Funner.
Yeah.
More funnish.
More fun.
Funniester. You know what's like that is, say we wanted to go like on like a road trip or something, or
Yeah.
like we're like, hey, we're all gonna go to San Diego for the weekend.
That's probably the closest to a
closest
sleepover.
thing to a sleepover
Because you're forced.
Because why is this so fun? Because you're all in the same house.
Like,
Like
and at a different
the
house.
fun isn't like we go to San Diego when we stay. The fun isn't like we're all going to San Diego and we're going to a bar. The fun is we're all in the same house,
Yeah, exactly.
like the real world.
yeah.
And like we're sleeping all here together. It's kind of fun. There's something about like, why is it? It's the sleeping part. It's like there's something fun about knowing that we're all gonna be here later.
I think it's because when you plan something like that, if say you plan like a 3-day thing, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday you leave. Say like Friday night or Friday all day you party, or Friday night you party, you
Yeah.
go to bed, and you wake up knowing the party's gonna continue.
Or
It
something.
wasn't just that night that we had a
because
great
Sunday
time.
sucks.
Well, come Sunday, yeah. But it's
Yeah.
weird. Like, I don't know about you, but my body knows to hold off all that pain of hangover-ish
Saturdays,
until
yeah.
Sunday when you're heading home. That's when you're just like, fuck, like all the Friday, Saturday, all that drinking, all the partying and staying up
Yeah.
finally hits you. Because I get that with the
Yeah.
first time when I went to Coachella, that's what I got. Like, for some reason, I was able to go to sleep late as fuck and wake up early because I wanted to go out and see, like, people perform
Mm-hmm.
and, stay out late and get drunk and, like, do drugs. And then...
You do drugs?
I took Tylenol.
At Coachella?
Yeah,
Oh
you need
my
it.
God.
But then come Sunday when you're heading home, and then like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like all those 3 days finally pile up and they hit you as the week goes on.
Yeah,
It's like you're like, damn, I feel good. Like I'm up late and I'm up early and I'm drinking and I'm not eating the greatest food, and then you're somehow still able to perform the next few days. But then come the days when you're the downfall, that's when you're just like,
Yeah, Monday's always a wash.
Yeah.
Monday's not happening.
it's the worst
Monday
day.
you're doing whatever.
Yeah, that's why, like, when I plan it, I plan to where I try to ask for 4 days off. I try to party the 3 days, and then I need one recovery day.
But let's be honest, we don't really do that anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
We
Yeah, who am I talking about?
But I was like, but we don't. No, it's cool. It's fun. It's experience. But we don't do that anymore. We don't do that too much anymore, which is kind of tight though.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it, dude.
No, it's cool to do in moderation.
Couple here, couple there.
Like once or twice a year.
go to sleep.
Yeah.
Wake
And then
up.
throughout the rest of the time, you, like, take care of your body. And you
Yeah,
feel
yeah, yeah.
and I feel like after learning, like, that I should probably, like, take a chill pill, I've learned that, like, I enjoy life more as far as, like, I'm able to stay, like, to hang out longer, and, like, I'm like, I feel healthier. I don't have, like, a
Yeah.
sick stomach. I'm not living with, like, a headache all the time.
Bro, because then your whole next day is just smashed.
And it
We
ruins
had our
everything.
fun. We had our fun, dude. Once in a while, though, dude. Not saying it's over. by
No,
any
yeah.
stretch of the
It's like when they
imagination.
tell me. It's like when I tell them like, oh, like I slow down drinking. Like you stop drinking. Like, whoa, I didn't say that.
Yeah, no. It's not.
just-
It's just not our default Saturday anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not we got other things to do, dude.
Yeah.
We gotta work, dude.
Yeah. That's a
next
big
day.
thing. That's maybe the big thing.
Well, I just don't like to be like shitty. I don't like to feel shitty the next day, dude.
Well, I used to have the Whoop, right?
Oh yeah.
And it obviously it would tell me like it didn't matter if I passed out at like midnight and woke up at fucking 11 or 12 the next day, like if I was off and I had been drinking, I still got shitty recovery time because alcohol and all that stuff, like it affects it. And so now that I don't have the Whoop, I just know because like for instance, like say if I work at 4 a.m, right?
Yeah.
And say if I have like a beer or two before I go to bed, I feel it the next day.
Yeah.
I sleep good, but when I wake up, I feel like shit. Like I don't have a headache or anything, but I just feel like I'm dragging my feet.
3 is where I start to feel something. At 3, if I have 3, I know tomorrow I'm gonna feel something like a little off.
Yeah, and so
2, I'm cool.
And so now, like I'm just like, I just know I think I have my body dialed down somewhat to the point where I know like, okay, like if I work at 4 a.m, you probably shouldn't drink at all.
Yeah.
Or like if you work tomorrow at all, you probably shouldn't just drink at all this night.
Yeah, that's a good spot to be, dude.
Yeah.
Just to know your own body, your
I like
body
it.
and bowel movements.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I used to make
know-
fun of people that were like that though.
that they knew their body. They're like, dude, you know who's like that? Our cousin Andy. I don't want to put. Okay, I'm gonna put him on the spot.
I'll bleep his name out.
He's so fucking funny, dude. No, not in a bad way. He's funny because like he's the first person that I knew that had his bowel movements like timed out. He's like, we're gonna be doing something and be like when we were shithead kids, right? Like we'll go do something dumb. He's like, hold on, we can't go yet. I was like, why? I have to take a shit. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, no, not like right now, but like in like 20 minutes.
It's like clockwork for him?
Yeah. He's like, in 20 minutes, I know I'm going to take a shit. And I was like, dude, how do you know that?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't understand that. And he's just like, dude, I just know. Like, I just ate, blah, blah, running around. He's like,
It's gonna
I'm
kick
going to have
in.
the shit. And I was like, really? And then as I get as an adult, like now I know too, when I wake up, as soon as I have water and I have coffee, as soon as I have my coffee, like clockwork, 15 minutes later, I have to take a shit.
I have that. Like I know that like if after work they're like, oh, come if you want to come over, like come over at this time.
Yeah.
I know like, okay, I need a good like 30 minutes because I don't know what it is, but as soon as I get off work, as soon as I get home, I got to take a shit. I say hi to Saida, we talk for a little bit, I'm like,
I got
hey,
shit.
hold that thought, and I got to go take a shit. Every single time, not just sometimes, every single time. So now I put that into our plans. Like so I know like, okay, they're like, oh, we should go out tonight. I'm like, all right, well I get off at 6. They're like, all right, we're gonna go at 8. I'm like, all right, I need like a good 30 minutes, to shower, and then I'm also gonna take a shit. Like I know, and it's weird. Like it's one thing to plan like your showers and like when you're gonna get ready, but to plan like your bowel movements, you're just
Plan
like,
your shit too?
yeah, because I just know my body so well.
Oh shit! I can't do that.
I mean, throughout the day, I just randomly like, oh shit, I gotta poop, and I'll just go. But like I know there's certain times of the day that it's coming.
Yeah.
The poop time.
Sometimes I forget if I like shat. Like I don't remember last time I took a dump.
That's not good.
Yeah, but like no, don't today.
Or do you think you just poop so often that you just kind of it's like it just happens?
Maybe that one
I think that's what it is.
for sure.
Have you ever been in the shower? I do this. I catch myself doing this, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, how bad is my memory? I'll be in the shower, and I'll be like, okay, like right when I'm about to get out, I'll be like, okay, I'll be like, I'll go from head to toe. I'll be like, I wash my head, I wash my face, I wash my body, and then I'll be like, did I miss anything? Like, I have to do that because there's times that I've just gotten out, and I'll be like, I don't think I washed my face, or I don't think I put soap in my hair.
Yeah.
Like, I just have to do these things, and I'm like, what's wrong with me?
You all you forget shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I honestly, like, as we get older, I think I'm losing the ability to remember shit. Like, I don't things.
We talked about this, but
things
yeah.
don't stick, dude.
Yeah.
Ralph and I were talking about this a couple days ago. I was like, dude, I think my brain's like rotting, or I'm running out of room or something because I don't remember shit.
You know what's weird though is it doesn't scare me. I feel like it builds character because I think it's funny sometimes. Like I like when people like Andy has it.
Forget
Not
shit.
my cousin, but like my buddy Andy.
Yeah.
Like he'll tell me something like it's the first time he's ever told me, and I'm like, dude, you just told me this, and he's like, oh, did I? Oh, my bad. And I think it's funny. Like I don't feel bad for him.
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
he's losing his memory.
Yeah.
But I just think it's. And he's like, oh, dude, I'm sorry. I was like, no, dude, it's funny.
As long as you're not a dick about it, because some people are like, you just told me that. And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
Okay, way to make me feel dumb.
Yeah, I don't want to come off like that. I'm like, I just am like, yeah, you told
Dude, you
me.
just said
And
that.
he's like, oh, my bad. I'm like, no, it's cool. Like, I think it's so funny.
Dude, you know what's
I
funny?
think it's funny that people lose their memory.
It's when you're talking to somebody and about something,
Ah.
and it's like an idea, and then like 2 seconds later, you're like, you know what? We should really do that thing, or we should really buy that thing. And he's like, it sounds like a good idea. I'm like, Hey man, I just fucking told you. Oh, did you really just tell me that? My bad.
I think it's because I do the same thing where like as you're talking, I'm thinking about what I'm gonna say next, and I totally ignore what you just said, and somehow I thought in my head of the idea that you had, but I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
I just was thinking about it in my mind, so I just like, oh, that's cool. Anyways, we should buy this, and it's like that's what I just said.
Oh, okay, yeah, I said that because you got to the same conclusion.
Yeah.
So that's how that happened.
And you're just like, oh, my bad. And then you kind of just pointed out, you kind of just like ratted yourself out that you were not paying attention the whole time.
You know what though? Like with that explanation, it totally justifies. Now it makes sense. I could never make sense of it, like why people do that.
Yeah.
But now it totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you're at it while I'm explaining, while I'm driving down this straight road. You get off of the road, but we still end up.
I make a pit stop.
You make a pit stop, and we end up at the same ending though.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. I like that analogy.
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah. We're on the same. We're like in this. We're going to the same spot. You just take a little off road.
Yeah. Like right when you're about to say something, it like fades away. I take a pit stop, and then I meet you on the other side, and then I'm like, oh, by the way, we should do this. And you're like, where were you?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, dude, Amber is the queen of off roads.
Off-roads?
If you never watched if you don't know Amber, you've had her on, right?
Yeah.
She was a great one.
Yeah.
Queen of off road conversations.
I know. She was like, with her, I could just like ask her a question and she just go off.
Yeah.
And then I would just, next question, go off.
She would just.
It was her. It was all her. At one point, I was like, is this your podcast now?
She's great, dude. I think she should have her own. 100%.
So for her birthday, I had messaged her and I was like, I said happy birthday. And she's like, oh, thank you. And then I was like, by the way, I was like, little side note. I was like, out of all your nicknames, has anyone ever called you Amberger? And she's like, no. And I was like, all right, well, I called dibs on that one. So I nicknamed her Amberger. Like hamburger.
Is that what you call her?
Now I do. I just made it up. Because it came out of nowhere. Like, I wanted to say something funny when I said happy birthday to her, but I couldn't think of anything. And then I thought of Amberger.
And then
she's like, no, you can have that. So now, because she was like, that you call her Burr.
Call her Burr.
Or I forgot the other one she said.
Just Burr.
And I was like, okay, well, that's mine. I was like, so I call you Amberger.
Dude, she probably thinks you're making fun of her legs or something.
No. I just told her I think it goes well with the name. Maybe she did, but I don't know. She didn't. I mean, it was over a DM, so maybe she
just hasn't voiced it yet.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, do you not like? Now I want to message her and be like, Eric told me that I might like.
You might not like.
Hurt your feelings. Like, I don't want you to think that.
No, she's fine. She's fine. She's got tough skin, dude.
That's what I thought. So I was like, she's good.
She's gravy, dude. What's up, pal?
It's a little rated R, right. But
we can do that. We can do whatever you want.
Have you ever gotten a boner?
Do you have notes? Do you have notes?
I have some notes.
Jordan, do you have notes?
I have notes.
What are on your notes?
I have no. You want to?
Do you have notes?
I have notes.
No, I don't want to.
I have notes.
You have notes for this podcast.
I have actually. So we planned out a whole. It was supposed to be like you and another person.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, which one? Which one?
Are you talking about the original plans for today?
Oh, so we had plans to where I was gonna have Eric and our friend Rafa in this chair over here that I made all nice, and I set everything up
for like a cowboy hat.
I set up a whole 3-person setup, and he couldn't make it, so we had to go back to 2, which I wasn't mad about.
No,
I still got a podcast out of it.
No.
So yeah, so I have notes, and it was supposed to be for all of us, but I figure we could still use them.
Yeah.
Even when he comes, we'll use them too. I like to get his input on it.
Yeah.
I feel like he takes a good turn of events and things. Like he has a good outlook on things.
I want the world to meet Rafa. He's great.
He's so great.
He's so good.
I love that 1 minute he has like really nice hair, and the next he's just shaved. And he's just like, I just felt like shaving my head.
Bro,
like, only he can do that.
He's trendy, dude. He knows what he's my hype beast, dude. He keeps me young.
Yeah, no, I love Rafa. Every time I rarely see him, but when I do, it's always a good time.
He's the one that told me that baggy pants are back, so here we are.
I mean, I guess that's what you would call baggy.
Bro, these are 501s.
Compared to like what you normally get, yeah.
Yeah, they don't fit here.
No, you should wear some like baggy pants.
Like what? Like Jinkos?
Jinko jeans.
I'm not wearing Jinkos.
What about bell bottoms?
They're called flares, dude.
They're called bell bottoms.
They're called flares.
I think flares is the new thing.
That's some corduroys.
Corduroys. I don't like the way they feel.
Corduroy?
They got the lines.
Dude, they're not. Dude, do you have corduroys?
No. I had corduroys when I was like 2 years old.
Oshkosh?
Oshkosh Bigosh. Yes.
That's good shit. I have corduroy pants. I don't really wear them too much, but I like them.
But I like corduroy hats. I saw that's a thing recently.
Fucking cool.
Those are cool, right?
Those are sick, dude.
Yeah, so I was like, I kind of want one now. But yeah, I don't know. But like that's the thing we were talking about too. Is fashion in general is like nowadays I feel like I know because like before if you like switched up something,
Fucking geese.
if you switched up, I know, right? I know, I'm so fucking old. Back in my day, but like now, it's cool to just try crazy things, and you're not gonna get backlash for it.
No, dude.
Like if anything, people are gonna see you as like a fashion icon, right?
Can you guys stop throwing around the dildo? Let's just be real. Why do they shape it like that, dude?
Huh?
Why do they shape it?
Because they're not allowed to be on planes, so they're easier to stick up your butt or your vagina. Makes it a lot easier. No, I'm just kidding. I just made that up. That sounds good though, right?
Let me see that thing. I don't want to hit it, but.
Dude, it's not nicotine.
What is it?
It's just like a hookah, like flavor.
Hookah for the thotties, though.
Hookah for the thotties. Hookah for the...
What is he called? Weed again?
I don't remember.
Damn it! I wish
That was the first time I saw that clip, so I don't. It's not
Really?
ingrained in my brain yet.
So Jordan, when he posted that, what is this?
No, pass it over here.
I inhaled it.
He's too young. Oh, you're not supposed to inhale it, dude.
You're not.
It says it on the back in big red
I'm
letters.
fucked, huh?
Dude. It's like, remember Cheech and Chong? When he was like, when he gave him a... You dumbass.
Dude, I haven't smoked. Dude, I inhale, dude. It's a habit. That's why I don't think I can smoke cigars.
Yeah,
I'll inhale it.
I get you. Because I had that for a while. And I like, but yeah, cigars are not supposed to inhale them.
How do you not inhale it?
I inhale it all the time.
So I do this thing where like you put your
So
tongue
gross
up.
now.
You put your tongue up over your, like the roof of your mouth. And it kind of catches it. So you just inhale it and
But I
you
go
kind of just keep it
here.
in your mouth.
I go here, dude. I go through the nose, bro. Like a French inhale.
I inhale.
Because when I was in high school, I thought girls that French inhaled were sexy. And remember they made that French inhale song, Snoop Dogg and Burner?
Yeah.
song, dude.
Yeah.
I think about a girl doing that.
Some girl at work, she like smokes in the back,
She smoked.
and she did it like
She's
she's
doing-
when it goes back up your nose.
She did
Yeah, it's a French inhale.
And I was like, fuck, she is hot.
It's sexy, bro. Or like,
Isn't that weird that like something so gross, like a gross like thing, like smoking, could be hot?
Like the way she just.
Bro, so, no, I forgot who I told on the phone a couple days ago, but I was like, dude, I kind of want to start smoking cigarettes. It looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, imagining right now a cigarette with a jean jacket, hanging out. It's just like a look.
Fucking wanker.
Why do you do this?
I don't know. I just fucking.
The little long sticks. The
Yeah.
the sticks are cool.
Yo, he just said wanker. Have you seen this show on Apple TV? It's called Ted Lasso.
No, I've heard of it.
Dude.
It's the guy from what's it called?
Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah.
Yes, dude, I love him. That's why
Mr.
I'm a huge
Sudeikis.
fan of him. But dude, it's a good ass show. If you guys are listening right now, this is a huge recommendation of
Is
mine.
he like a P teacher or something?
No. So he so pretty much he was like I don't know if he was a high school or a college football coach, and they had like a winning record, and he was like a really lovable guy. Everyone loved him. He was like got along with all the players, and I think he's from like Kansas or Tennessee or something. And in his character has like a country accent in a way, and he says like those sayings where it's like, you know what they say, like, you know, you never have hot grits on a Sunday or some shit. Like he says like random things like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
anyways, this soccer team in England,
Yeah.
they hire him to be their coach.
Okay.
But all along, the owner is this like salty wife that her husband cheated on her, and so it was his team. And so when in the settlement, she won the team, and like when they were together, like all he paid attention to was the soccer team. I keep saying football because that's all they call it, so I'm hooked.
Okay.
And so her thing is she took over it so she could just fuck it up. So
Yeah.
she hired this guy that's like knows nothing about soccer. All he knows is football. Doesn't know any of the rules. Nothing. She hired him. And she makes it seem like, oh, like, no, we like what you do over there. We wanted to bring it over here and try it out. And, like, her plan all along was just to, like, sabotage the team and all blame it on him pretty much. And then just pretty much – because I guess – I don't know if it's a real thing, but, like, in the show, in soccer, after losing so many, after so many times not making it to the championship or, like continuing to win a lot of games,
Yeah.
that whole team can just get thrown out.
In
Like,
soccer?
that whole team can get canceled. Yeah.
Is that real?
I can't remember the name of it that they say. But anyway, so that's like the whole gist of it. But it's just so good, dude. Like, he's such a lovable guy, and there's like some sad moments, you know, like heartbreak and stuff. And it's like
Yeah.
just seeing people put him through that. It's like, dude, he's like, why would you do that? He's such a nice guy. Like,
Yeah, they get you emotionally invested.
dude, it's so fucking good.
Is that what you're watching right now?
I'm hooked. Yeah.
Really?
We I mean, I just finished another show, but that was the one I had seen it, and then I saw a preview. And then and I just recently have Apple TV because when I got my upgrade, I got like a year of Apple TV.
What'd you get?
Well, no, I mean I've had Apple TV for a while now.
Oh, okay.
But no, it's only the 12.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, not the 13.
Oh, okay.
I don't care to have that.
The new phones?
Yeah, I'm not one to like jump on the new trends, like on the new. Like I get it. It's a new, better camera, and it's like all the crazy shit it can do. Like
I don't need
I've
that.
seen it. Like
I don't
Andy,
need all that.
Andy has one.
Yeah.
And we recorded the podcast with it, and like it has that thing where like if you like move stuff fast, it doesn't have the trace. I don't know what it's called. It's like
tracks 'em.
it's like fucking like you're looking through a window. Like it's so good when it records. You have to check it out,
The cine mode it has.
Yeah.
Like put that shit's weird.
dude. I'm telling you, like it's a crazy major upgrade. But I could care less. Like I don't
Me neither,
need
bro.
all that. So I'm just glad that I have a phone that has 5G. That
Me
looks
too,
cool.
bro. I did. I don't know what changed with me. I think it was like a hassle that it is every year to have to do that. The fact that I'm giving them that much of my time just
Yeah.
to get a new thing that is very similar. I'm like, juice is not worth the squeeze.
Yeah. I like that
I
saying.
want a juicier squeeze.
I like that.
I want a juicier squeeze, dude. I didn't like it. It was chew.
That makes sense though, because it's like when you squeeze, like when you make orange juice and you squeeze, if like you barely get anything
You
out
don't
of
get
it.
shit.
Yeah,
You never understood that phrase?
not until now.
Really?
Now when you say it out loud, it makes sense.
Really?
I think because you put it to the story that or the topic we're
Oh,
talking
I
about.
put it in context?
So yeah, so then I'm like, oh, that's what that means.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's a good one.
Like I never like to each your own. To
That
each-
one
to
does
each
it.
to each his own. I always thought,
I
it,
thought
was
it was
to
their
eat
own.
your own or to eat their own. I always thought because either way it could both work out.
Stay woke, dog.
Because if you say like to eat your own, like it could be like it's what that's the flavor
I order my own food all the time.
Well, no, it's like it's the flavor I pick. It's what I decide.
Get
But-
bail, dude. Yo, I
Capello?
fucking miss this guy,
Hey,
dude.
Capello?
Get bail, dude.
All dramatic.
Bro, I fucking wish I was like that. Fucking Isaac, dude. He makes me want to be more Mexican. So
I just wish I knew Spanish
me too, bro.
because I could do way more characters if I had.
grab a book, dude.
I'd try,
Get bail is like one of my favorite ones, dude.
dude. At work,
They say it all the time.
oh, I got employee of the month.
Hey, dog.
You got it?
Yeah, I got that 50.
50%,
Hey,
baby.
but you're a manager though.
Yeah. I didn't tell you guys how.
No, dude. So I went into work today and like
Congratulations, man.
they read.
Congratulations, dude.
Thank you. But I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that cool. I think it's like a nerdy thing to get. I think it's funny. No, but yours is cool though.
Those
Like
pendejos.
he gets like Zoomies. He gets 50% off the whole month. So it's like a big deal for
Oh,
me.
you get perks.
Yeah, he gets perks. We don't really have perks.
The actual company sees it.
So higher up see it. I'm gonna ask Steven Garnica. He used to be a.
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
oh yeah, he
I'm
talked
gonna
about
ask
it.
Steven.
Because the stats, it's like the corporation, his corporate manager.
Well, it shows that you sold
Why
more
did-
and you really tried. So yeah, of course. they're
Why
gonna
did they
want to.
give it to you though? Did they tell you why? Did they give you an
Because,
explanation?
like, so UPT is pretty much like having each customer leave with an extra like 7.
Oh, they get an add-on every time. That was like the hardest thing in retail, bro.
No, I know.
So
Here,
like, not only would I sell them the shit that they got in the
Yeah.
ads, but I would add extras at register.
And no offense, it's fucking annoying.
It is.
It's
well, yeah.
fucking annoying.
So that's the thing is like where I work, it
Do
makes
you-
sense now because when they hired me, they were like, "How do you feel about selling memberships?" I was like, "Oh hell yeah, I could do it." And now they're really like harping on me, like, "Hey, like when I talk to them, I have to say like, are you receiving a free membership or whatever?" Or
So annoying.
Yeah, are you like signed up with us? And then like, because as soon as I start saying that, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm good."
Can I ask you a question? I know you're not on it, so you doesn't have a mic, so I'll try to fill him in. Do you guys hate doing that, or do some of you guys not give a fuck?
I don't give a fuck.
I hate doing
Really?
it. I
Do you hate doing it?
I sometimes don't do
I
it.
look at the bright side because I know if I get that shit,
If
it
it
goes
benefits
towards my
you.
stats, it benefits
But
me.
even that, bro, like I feel like there's like twofold. Me, too much pride. I'm like, I don't. I know you don't want this.
Also, like, yeah, most of the time, most.
The customer and I look at you like, they're like, yeah,
You,
it's good.
do you want to? Blah, blah, blah? Oh my god, dude, this lady was so fucking mad today at Kohl's, dude. This like, okay, lay the land. So I'm at Kohl's as cashier. It's like this little Mexican girl got black hair, wearing all black, a little emo-ish, chill. And then this other very heavy set lady. She kind of looks like Jabba the Hutt. Chill.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought she was chill actually. She seemed like a very sweet lady. Like could have been your first grade teacher. You
Yeah.
know, you give her massages. She's
Sweet
a
lady.
nice, very sweet lady. You know, you can let her watch your dog. She's checking out, and I remember she was asking. She was just like trying to justify to the girl that she doesn't have her coupons,
Uh huh.
knowing that the girl isn't gonna do shit about it.
Yeah.
She can't.
Yeah.
She can't do anything. You don't have her app. You fucked up. You can't get the deal. She gets upset at the girl She gets so mad. She was just like, "You never been in customer service, have you?" She told the girl that, dude.
I hate
and the
people
girl's
like
just
that.
like, dude, I ever see the girl. She goes like this. She was like that, like looks down like real quick. And the lady was so pissed, dude. She was just like, and then she told her that, like all upset. She was like, "You never been in customer service," because she was trying to get her coupon, but the girl wasn't giving it to her because it's like, "Oh, sorry, I can't. Like, you need to have it. Like, I have nothing to scan."
Yeah,
you know.
that's like if you walk up and they're just like, okay, it's 25.30, and they're like, oh, I don't have any money, I forgot it, and they're like, all right, well then you can't buy it. They're like, I don't. What do you mean I can't buy it? It's like, bitch, what is?
You don't got money?
You're a
what do you
cashier.
mean?
You have all the money.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense.
It's the same thing. Yeah, it's like that's just how it works. Like you don't have them with you. All right, we can't use your coupon,
Bro.
That's how it works. I
She-
just want to. Here's the
she
coupon.
sighed out. She was like, and left. And I was like, dude, this girl. And I went up to try to like, cause I was next.
Yeah.
And I went to the girl. I was like, hey, are you good? Cause the lady like hurt her feelings, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, she was kind of mean, huh? She was just like, didn't want to talk about it. And I was like, oh,
And then she's a dick to you.
Yeah, I was hoping not. So that's why I tried to disarm
Yeah.
the conversation. It was like walking into like a ticking time bomb. I was like, it's okay.
Oh, dude, the other day I went to fucking Walgreens right here, or
Stepped in your
CVS.
face.
No, you're good. You actually hit the bottom, so you're good. You might
Oh.
want to check yours though.
You're
The other day I went to CVS and I was in line to get like medication, which
Yeah.
is like terrible to do, by the way. So many old people complaining, like all they want is like their pills and stuff. So they're already in a bad mood
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they don't have their fix. And then they're going to the front and they're like, sir, like you only had 3 refills, like you don't have any more.
Right,
Like I
right.
need it, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
They're fucking crazy.
And you know damn well the doctor told them 2 and they're on their 3rd and they knew
Yeah,
walking in
because the
trying to
lady
get
was
a-
nice enough. So okay, sir, we'll give you 1 more, but after that you
Yeah.
can't, and they still try for a 4th. But no, so like the and I felt bad because the young lady that was like at the register, like
Yeah.
cashing people out, she was just like she was going like I was probably like 4th in line, so all the 3 people in front were just shitty to her, and she was like and you could tell like by the time I got up there, she just had a shitty attitude, and I tried to turn it around like. I was like, man, it must suck working here. And she's like, yeah, she was like, it fucking sucks. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then she's like, what do you want? She's like, what do you want? I'm like, oh, but like, I just try to turn their day around because I feel so bad. But I just hate when they just like project their, like, you can be mad to the
What are
old
you
fuck.
supposed to say then?
You can be mad to the old fuck that was giving you attitude, but now the nice guy that comes up, you want to be mad to me? Or you want to be mean to me?
Because here's like 3 things you don't say. You don't go to the girl and you don't say, hey, it's okay. It's not okay.
It's not okay.
To her, it's not. So
Yeah.
You can't, I always assume it's a her. Huh?
And I also, well, it wasn't
I
her.
agree, like, that's fucking sucks.
You can't say, hey,
But I also fucked up the line too. So
You
I didn't.
fucked the
I
line.
got in line and I didn't realize the line was like snaking to the right.
you went left.
I got behind the guy and I started forming a line in between the aisles. And so at one point when the girl once one guy was done, it was between like one person and this other person that was in one line and this person in this line. So she at that point had to be like, oh fuck. So like she had to be like, no, like the line's over here. So everyone in this line was mad because now they had to go in the back. So I fucked it all up. So when I got up there, I was like, I'm so sorry. Like I fucked up your line. And she's like, and she luckily I was just talking shit about her, but she was nice. She was like, she's like, it's okay. And like she was like laughing, and then and I was like, man, it must suck to work here. She's like, it's tough. It can be tough. And I'm like, no, like it sucks. Like dude, like just dealing with old people. Like at the hardware store I work out. It fucking sucks, dude. Like, so many people don't get it. Like, they want to come in. Like, we don't do coupon books anymore.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
it's fucking 2021, old
they
fuck.
still try?
Yeah. And they're, well, not only that, but they'll come in and be like, what are the coupon books? I'm like, we don't do those anymore. We do email. And they're like, I don't have a fucking email. Like,
Not
they
my
get all
fault,
mad
man.
at me. I'm like, and like, I'm such a nice person. I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, my bad, sir. Like, and I'll just be like, it's
You'll
2020.
walk
I'll just be like, it's 2021 now. And they'll be like, fuck it. And like, they'll just like be really
You'll walk
rude.
away too, huh?
Well, I'm at the register, so I can't really walk away.
You still
I
do?
kind of just have to stand there with a dumbass smile on my face, like, yep.
Yeah?
I deal with a lot of those people that like come up and they're like, what do you mean? They're like, I have this coupon. They're like, sir, it doesn't work anymore. They're like, well, I couldn't make it the other day, like when it expired, and so make it work now. I'm like, I don't fucking know what to do.
Figure it out, Bob.
And I feel so embarrassed when I have to call a manager up because now they have to explain what I just explained.
They were probably doing something important.
Yeah. And I'm like, and they're just like, yeah, but the cool thing though is most of them are just like, they want to deal with the piece of shit people because we can't do it. You know where I work? If someone's stealing and I physically see them put something in their pocket and walk out, I can't accuse them.
What do you mean you saw them?
Exactly. I can't be like, are you stealing that? Like, I have to do everything I possibly can besides do that. So I can be like, sir, do you need a cart for that? Or you know, it's fucking crazy.
Are you gonna pay for that?
Yeah, I can't even say that.
Really?
It's fucking crazy.
I fucking attack them, dude. Trust me.
No, we can't. We'll get fired on the spot.
Why?
If anyone if anyone grabs something and runs out the door, if we even step out the first sliding door, we're fired automatically.
Why?
Because they don't want anything to happen to us, the workers, because then like the management and like higher ups could get in big trouble. So pretty much you're a liability at that point. So if you get like if like someone turns around and like, shoots you over a pair of fucking work gloves, then like they're like yeah, they can get in big trouble. They can get sued and shit.
In the grand scheme of things,
That's the whole point. Is they're looking out for us.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy to think because like my thought was always like, so if someone's just walking out, I'm like, all right, sir, have a good day.
See you later, dude.
And they're just stealing.
Hey, you wanna come back and get some
You're a fucking thief.
Hey, come back around 4. There's no one around. Like,
Just
yeah,
a
like,
super old. What if there's just like a super old dude trying to get a pack of
just like,
nails, and he's trying to get out? He's like, this fucking thief.
I'll throw my shoe
Oh,
at
but
him.
you can't say that, huh? You can't.
You
say
can't
that.
say
Do you,
thief.
do you have to be passive aggressive?
Not even. You just
You're like, wow, I really wish I wasn't stealing a box of nails.
no, like, and it's funny because we kind of like judge people, like we judge a book by its cover. So if someone walks in and they look kind of like shitty and they like
100%.
look dirty, the first thing I do because we have the little fucking gay
Check that
headpieces,
right here, check it right
and we'll just be like, check it 3, or we'll be like aisle 3, go aisle 3. So people will start walking around aisle 3 like workers. And they'll just constantly like, sir, do you need anything? Like, do you need any help looking for anything? And like the whole point is to get them to be like, okay, they're watching me. So they'll get spooked and not steal anything. That's the best preventative thing
intimidation.
we can do. It's just like be on them to the point where like, all right, like they see me, I can't steal anything. Like I am gonna try another time. Like that's the only thing we can do. So like as soon as they walk in, you gotta say, hey, welcome in. Like every single person, hey, welcome in. Then they're like, all right, cool. So that way they know, okay, they're watching me. And then they go in and they go into like an aisle, and then like a worker comes and they're like, oh, do you need any help? And like, no, I'm good. Another person will come, do you need any help? And they're like, no, I said I'm good. Like some people get mad.
No way, déjame paz.
Like an old man, dude.
Yeah. But it's so fucking annoying. And it's so weird.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I was like, so I could just see someone like grab a fucking like a welding machine, like a welder, and just walk out and just be like, all right, sir, have a good day.
And he just dips out. You can't
Yeah.
say shit.
Yeah.
It's so weird, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I used to work in retail too, and it was fucking weird because there was a stereotype for us too. I used to work at an industrial. It was, what year was it? It was like 2015. It was like when jerking was really big.
Yeah.
And like kids had bowl cuts, the skinny jeans. Pink Dolphin was like big. Obey was really like.
Oh, Pink Dolphin was so whack.
Pink
I don't even know why
Dolphin
that became a thing.
But dude, these are the types of kids.
Yeah.
These little fucking kids with like skinny jeans and like big shoes would come in, almost like Jordans, but they were never Jordans.
Yeah.
Big
shoe.
shoe, big shoe. Yeah, not definitely. Big shoe, skinny jeans, big shoes, tiny, the smallest shirt you can find. Dude, I love trends. They're so funny because of shit like that. You can define an era by like a trend.
Yeah.
So like these kids at tiny shirts, skinny jeans, big ass shoes, and they had fucking and they had the Edgar haircut, the fucking bowl cut.
Yeah.
And these kids.
I know some of you motherfuckers that had that shit, by the way.
Bro.
Still now.
For still, huh?
Yep.
The Edgar is just the bowl cut. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I'd hate if my name was Edgar or like Karen.
Edgar.
Or like Karen.
Oh, Karen's fuck.
It's gotta suck if your name's like just legitimately
Or
Karen.
if you just had the haircut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. your name's automatically the other one.
I work for her,
But-
pendejas.
But I would see it. But I would see those kids all the time. They would walk in like a gang of them. Like, oh shit, here comes a fucking group of these kids. And no matter what, dude, they'd always try to steal shit. But they just look like they just look like a bunch of little birds popping out of like, they're just like popping around, like looking around. They come back up, and I'm like, it's obvious.
It's
you're just trying
obvious,
to
yeah.
steal something. Yeah. But like back in the day, like we could do that. Like we
could go after 'em?
We can go after him. My boss used to always go after him. Like, yo, give him my shit, and they would just like pull him off, fuck him up. Yeah, they're like, yo, give him my shit, blah blah blah. Because then it used to be your inventory was your reputation. So when they do inventory in the store and it sucks, it's on the manager. So it was like
From people stealing.
Yup, it's
And
like,
then they probably blame you guys possibly.
yup,
They
it's
think
like,
that you're
yo,
doing
the
it.
store's trash. Like, well, why is the store trash? Like, why is there so much shit missing? Like, they always assume that the management's stealing it.
Yeah.
So it's just like they had to make sure that fucking kids weren't stealing shit.
Last inventory, my manager, he was like, I gotta keep up on everybody now because fucking inventory was was good.
Oh,
but
big
there was
old, big
shit
old.
missing.
Someone's stealing shoelaces.
You gotta check the cameras at that point or something.
And there's cameras now.
We don't have cameras.
Well, that's kind of retarded.
You don't have cameras in Zoomies?
No.
Now I know where I'm stealing from.
What was I gonna say? No, there's been times where I fucking catch people and I fucking snatch whatever they have.
Bro, you have to snatch them.
Like literally, there's a little kid, Cholio. He had something in his pocket, in his shirt right here, and then he had something in here. I just fucking grabbed it, bah, bah, and then I just
Oh
fucking,
my god.
and I just kicked the door open like hard. And I'm
Get the
like,
fuck out of my
I
store.
snapped my
Even-
fingers too. I'm just like, get the fuck
Even if I could,
Good snap.
like, you know, even if I could, like if they were like, if you see someone stealing, go after them, I still wouldn't.
I would.
You know why?
Yeah, you're too far.
You know why?
Why?
Because I feel like people at that point, like, if they need it that bad that they're gonna steal, then they must really need it.
Bro, I remember.
And I would feel like a piece of shit because I'm probably stealing from this family, even though they're stealing from the store. I could care less, you know.
Yeah.
But and also, like, what if they're fucking psychos and they remember my face?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
what? One night when I'm closing, I go out to my car and they fucking
Blast
shoot
you.
me because I stopped them for stealing a pair of fucking zip ties or something, some
What if he wanted
bullshit.
to get it for his lady, and his lady has
Yeah.
like missing a finger or something.
Yeah.
Hey, bitch.
Oh my god, you're getting crazy over here, dude.
But yeah, so I always think about that. Like, I just don't want people to be mad at me.
I had a buddy who was a manager of a store, and he said that when he would catch somebody, he would like pull them aside and have like a heart to heart with them. He's like, "Hey, what do you need this for?" Like shit like that. I don't know exactly what he said, but he would have like a little heart to heart to them, like figure out what was going on in their life and shit.
Yeah.
He's like telling them like I forgot. I wish he was here to tell you. I'll tell you who it was later. But they'll like talk to him whatever and be like essentially like, you don't want to do this. Like, why do you want to do it? Do you really need it? Blah blah blah, shit like that. And the kid would be like, give them their shit back. And I was
Start
like,
crying.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. Fuck.
Dude, I didn't tell you this story. Actually, like a couple weeks ago, I was gonna go do a podcast over at Andy's, and I stopped at the Circle K right there, and I was getting something to drink, and two people in front of me, the guy at the register, like he was paying, or he was gonna buy a tall can, right? And so I get up there, and like the guy's card had got declined or something, or like yeah. And so he couldn't afford it, and so he walks out. And I see him walking in the parking lot, like asking people for money, but he didn't look homeless. Like he had like a nice button up, but it was kind of dirty. So he's like a dressy homeless person,
He had some stuff.
but he didn't have a haircut, you know. So he was out asking people for money or something, or maybe just asked for like a couple, like, hey, I need a couple more cents or something. So I get up there and like I'm not trying to be like, oh, like I did this for him, but like I got up there and I was like, dude, like I was like, can I buy whatever he was gonna? And they're like, no, you can't do that. And I was like, oh, okay. So I just got out of the line. Went and just grabbed a beer thinking like it was something he got. And I think the beer I saw was like, it looked blue. So I was like, okay, he's got a tall can of Bud Light maybe. So I go and buy it. And the person at the register is like looking at me like, motherfucker. Like,
What are you doing?
the loophole. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I buy it and I walk out and the guy comes up to me and asking me for money. I'm like, oh, dude, like here, like I got you this beer. And he's like, that's not the one I wanted.
Fuck you, dude. Oh my god, did I ever tell you about the guy at fucking Starbucks, dude?
No.
I tried to do a nice thing outside of the gym.
It's not the word.
Bro, I was super early to the gym, and I remember I was going inside to get like a coffee, and this guy stops me. He's same situation. He's like, "Hey man, like," my dad always like, was it my dad? Yeah, I think so. He was telling me, he's like, never give them money, just offer them to buy them something.
Exactly, yeah. Because
So-
then you see what you get them.
I did it the wrong way. I didn't give them a limit. So I go, dude, I fucking,
I know this is going.
This guy from Starbucks is asking me for like, he's like, hey, you know, do you have like a couple dollars? Like, no, man, but if you're hungry, like I can get you something or like whatever. He's like, okay, yeah. Comes in all enthusiastic. We walk into Starbucks. He's fucking looking at the menu, like watering at the mouth, just sitting there, like all fucking looking at everything. I was like, hey, man, you're too eyebally right now. I thought you knew what you want.
Yeah.
And then he's in there, and I was like, what the fuck? You get in there, and I was like, go ahead, man, like order whatever.
Order, yeah.
This motherfucker gets like a frappuccino, a breakfast sandwich, a fucking protein bar, and I was like, this fool. And
And a drink for later.
and audacity to get a bottled water.
Bro, he's taking advantage of it.
I was like, this motherfucker, and I should have just been like, nah. You're getting one thing, dude. Like my kid, I just
Yeah.
get an argument with the homeless guy right there. You're getting fucking one thing, dude. You ungrateful little bastard.
yeah, but like, I don't know. Like, I mean, hey, the guy was smart. You know, you offered, and he was like, I'm gonna take full advantage
Fuck
of this.
you, Trevor. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't know his name. But yeah, dude, I remember that happened. I was like, this motherfucker swindled me, dude.
Yeah,
People are dicks, dude.
that's what happens. Is
I
like
don't give
people,
nobody shit. No
people
more.
take advantage of like how nice you are. That's why.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. I'm gonna be mean, dude.
But we still keep doing it.
Yeah, dude.
As much as it makes us mad, we still keep doing it.
But honestly, I'll give I won't buy people shit anymore because, to be honest, I don't have that much time to be like, all right, come inside, figure out what you want. I'd be like, hurry the fuck up, I'm trying to go.
That's at first. I don't know if I would do that.
No, I would just give them like $10 or something.
I'd probably
just give them fucking money.
Like
dude.
if I was in Starbucks, I'd probably just buy them a black coffee.
Yeah, we want coffee. I'll get you coffee. Don't you whatever.
I would just buy it for them and then give it
Honestly,
to them.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not buying you a coffee.
Huh?
I'm not gonna buy you a coffee, bro. I'm
At
gonna
all?
be real with you. No,
Are you a pay it forward guy?
no. I'm gonna be. You know what? If we're at In-N-Out, I'll buy you something from In-N-Out because you say I want a number 2. I'll get you a number 2.
Oh, okay.
We go to Starbucks. I want a frappuccino with almond milk and a couple of. Fuck you, dude.
That's funny. That'd be
Yeah.
funny if like a homeless person had like a whole like.
They
I want-
probably do.
I want a frappuccino with 2 pumps of
Yeah.
fucking spice
Dude.
latte and a easy on the ice. Like, how the fuck,
Dude, they
you're
were talking-
homeless. Like, how do you know about this?
That Bing Bong video.
Yeah.
So the guy that says like Byron, that guy,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bum. So he's talking about it on one of the podcasts. That guy he was saying that he thinks that he's self-inflicted homeless.
He did it to himself.
No, like
Or what do you
he
mean?
decides to be homeless. Like he doesn't need to be. He chooses to be
Oh.
homeless.
Like
'Cause
lazy, or like he just is like, nah, I just don't want to work, or like.
I don't know the whole story,
Oh, okay,
but
okay.
this is his theory. He thinks he's a self-inflicted not self-inflicted, but he decides to be homeless because I guess he gets like there's somebody that gives him like he believes he has like a debit card, and I guess they give him like a G a month. Somebody gives him he earns like a G a month
Holy
for
fuck.
somewhere, so he just like decides to be homeless. And like he just drinks. He says he doesn't think he does like drugs or anything. He doesn't look like he does drugs.
He's just
But
alcoholic.
he's alcoholic. So, dude, it's a funny part. You should listen to it. But that's what I was thinking. And like, well, and bums have cell phones and shit. Like,
Yeah.
they have chargers or like and all this stuff like that. I'm like, dude, you have a better life than I do,
That's how they have to get through.
bro.
Yeah, he was on the fucking phone link. I was like, what the fuck? This
It
guy
is
on
funny
phone?
when you see homeless people like laying on the floor.
Blue screen.
Like, you know what's funny is like, remember when we were like younger and like we'd get so into the conversation, we'd just be like upside down on the couch or on the bed, like on the phone, like talking
a
to our
girl?
girl.
Oh,
Like I would
yeah.
see homeless people like that. Like they'd be like laying on the ground with their feet up on the wall, and they'd just be like talking to someone.
yeah,
It's like, what the fuck? Where'd you get a phone
They're
from?
just in their room,
Like how many minutes you got on that phone? You get like deep in this conversation.
dude. I bet you phone plans are good now, dude.
I don't think do they even have that anymore?
Plans?
Yeah,
Maybe
like you
so.
pay like
I don't know.
minutes.
I don't know.
Like
Just-
is like have you ever came across someone that's like, oh, I can't, I couldn't call you because I ran out of minutes on my phone.
or data.
Or yeah.
Hey, everybody has unlimited.
Everybody
now.
has unlimited
Everybody
data.
has- and now it's just who has better coverage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the big fight now.
Yeah, what do you have?
I got Verizon.
Ew.
What do you have?
AT&T.
Ew.
What do you mean?
What do you have, Isaac?
Sprint.
Yeah, oh yeah. Sprint's not even a thing.
I know AT&T.
Sprint is
but
AT&T. You know what's so fucked?
I don't have 5G.
The biggest turnaround or the biggest like trader was the guy that remember the guy from Verizon that used to go around and be like,
He went to Sprint.
yeah, but he,
That
no. So the fucked up like he like threw some shade. So his original commercials with Verizon was like, "Can you hear me now?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he would just go around, "Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?" And then he went to Sprint, and like he no longer had to do that. So he's like, "Can you hear me now?" And they're like, "Of course I can." He's like, "That's right." Like pretty much saying like, "Yeah, I don't need to do that. Like
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
hear
yeah.
me wherever the fuck I'm at." And I was like, "Wow!" Like how do you not like have like a NDA or like something where like you can't like
Can't
throw
say
shade
that.
at the
Bro, how
last
funny
phone
that
service?
Sprint thought of that.
I mean, I can only imagine how much they got paid.
Bro, phone companies and like that are so funny where they can just throw shade at people.
Have
Who
you-
does that the most? Like company wise, who throws? I feel like I thought about this before.
T-Mobile, the most shittiest one.
No, like not cell phone companies. Like,
Oh.
not just cell phone. Like company, like industry. Sorry, like they throw beer companies do that.
yeah,
They do that hard.
They do-
They
they
throw
do-
shade at other beers.
they do the one thing because like Budweiser's known as like the king of all beers.
Yeah.
And then like what's the fucking the fancy beer? It's got the white neck. It's got a weird name.
I forget.
Oh my god, I can't remember. But they
Champagne of beers.
yeah.
Oh, Miller.
Is it Miller?
I don't know. You know what's funny? The funniest one here in Yuma.
Huh.
So I think is Injectors. That's the best burritos in town.
Uh-huh.
And then the other one over there by Sprouts is better than the best burritos in town.
Oh, so it's pretty much talking about them.
Yeah, and I was like,
I love
that's
that.
Fucked up.
It's like old school rat beef.
bro, 100%.
like throwing shade?
Old school rap beef, dude. It's so funny, dude. But then, and then like I think it's funny when they just show off, Because then like Jector's is like the burrito that stands on its head. Like you can hold it up, like it sits up.
Yeah.
Can I pee?
Yeah, let's take a break. I got to change the battery out. I need to refill my drink, and then we'll take a break.
They look like sneakers. Got my Vans on.
All right,
but
we're
they
back.
Look like sneakers.
How was your pee, by the way?
Great, dude.
You know what? I like that you took a piss break because now I can go back into the notes
Chill.
and it can slide back into what I wanted to say earlier and I didn't get to. But so I had this question because the other day
Shire's question.
I randomly I had a boner and it so like okay
When,
so
though?
let's hold
When,
on.
though?
Let's name all
When
the
did it
times
happen?
let's name all the times that your penis gets hard.
Mornings.
Okay, why?
I don't know.
Because it's a
dude.
pee-pee boner, right?
No, this was like a
Okay, so
full-blown-
there's morning wood.
Love that.
There's you get hard when you have to go pee really bad.
Yeah, I love
Right?
that. When you're driving,
Yeah.
you just tap on it.
Yeah, and it's like it starts growing to one side of your pant.
Great, dude.
And
Nothing
then
like a pee boner.
and then you have like the horny one.
Oh, that's a good
Like when you get horny, like the basic one, obviously.
Yeah.
But I've always wondered because I sometimes randomly I'll just get a boner. Or like, have you ever like been so happy that you get one? or like been so sad,
sad boner.
but you don't know why? Like I wrote that on my notes the other day because I was like the other day I was watching a movie.
Leonardo DiCaprio boner, like a sad boner.
Yeah,
like an
sure.
like a depressing boner.
Yeah.
Never had it. Oh, like a lonely, you need to fill my void boner.
Yeah.
Definitely had that one.
But like the other day I was watching TV and like there was nothing like sexual about it. I wasn't thinking about anything. I was just like I was in a good mood.
Yeah.
And I was like just sitting there and I just kept like moving my stuff around and I was just like it just started getting like chubbed up and then hard. And I was like, why do I like and it wasn't like I didn't have the like I didn't right away I was like, okay, I gotta jerk this one out.
Yeah.
Like to get rid of it.
You just let it
It was
sit.
just like it was just there.
Yeah.
Like isn't that weird that
That's
we
that-
have those?
The funniest thing about morning wood is that you're too tired to jerk it, so you just let it figure itself out. And it's
Well,
weird
usually-
how it stays long.
Usually for me, morning wood is because I have to pee. So it's like it kind of mixes in with like morning wood and also a pee-pee boner.
Pee-pee boners hurt. 'Cause then you pee and
Yeah.
you pee and you have to hold it down.
Well, it's also funny like because pee-pee boners are the ones that you actually like as you're peeing, you see it like it's shrinking.
Yeah,
It goes
yeah.
down. It's almost like a balloon just deflating.
It is, and that's the one that gives you the two streams.
You know what I
and the
used to
fish
do is
stream.
like when I'd be peeing, I used to act like I was jerking off and I'd pee. I'd be like, oh yeah, and then I'd pee and it'd just go down. And I would just laugh at myself.
you laugh at yourself.
Because it was like a little joke I played to myself, or it was like my little
jerking
bit.
off.
Like I was just like, oh, and then I would just pee. I like me coming was me peeing, and then I'd pee, and then I'd be like, I'm like, oh, and then I would just pee all over the toilet seat on the ground and on the wall.
Shit, dude! I got his 50-year-old girlfriend here. Here's the other time about jerking off.
18,
Hey, oh,
18,
just
you
kidding.
motherfucker, you get me in trouble.
Just kidding. Just
But no, yeah, because but I was like also thinking like how, like if you're like when you get sad, imagine getting a boner.
Huh?
Like just being sad and getting a boner.
Sad boners?
Wouldn't that like that's even more depressing? Like you're depressed.
No,
then-
because that's also like when people go to funerals and they're trying to hit up on people at funerals because people are vulnerable.
I don't think it's the same thing.
I got that from Wedding
That's
Crashers.
different. That could be true.
I got that
though.
from Wedding Crashers.
But no, I'm just talking like you're just by yourself and you're just like maybe watching a sad movie
Okay.
and then you just like
I'm visualizing.
yeah. So you're like watching a sad maybe watching like The Notebook and like you find out that the
Place Beyond the Pines.
yeah.
I like that one better.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
a good one. Okay.
Sorry, I like that one better.
And like you get to the saddest part of the movie and like it makes you kind of welt up a little and then somehow like your brain
why.
and your boner aren't in the same
Yup.
wavelength. So it's like you up here you're like sad and like I should be sad right now and then down here it's just like I want to fuck or something and you're just like
it's-
this
you know
doesn't
what?
make
It's-
sense.
It's the love, dude. Because like in Place Beyond the Pines, he's like he gets killed, but then you also get hard because like they love each other.
Wait, is that
so
the one
much.
with
Ryan Gosling?
Ryan
When he
Gosling
has
and
the
Eva
tattoos?
Mendes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, she's so sexy.
She was always my crush growing up. Right in Too Fast Too Furious.
Oh, she's so good.
Yeah.
But like in that movie, I can see why it's a sad boner because like they have a moment he dies, but then their love is so strong that he just it gives me one.
Yeah.
I get chubbed. I can see that can be a sad boner for me.
Yeah. But I think that's but it kind of
Was that a Rafa question? Just kidding.
it was just to get your guys' opinion because I didn't know if I was the only one.
I was
Like-
the only one.
Like I even here I put like, have you ever like cried and just randomly got a boner while you were crying?
No.
I do. But I don't know if because I'm like while I'm crying, like a deep inner thought.
You
I'm
may,
also
you
like
may have a fetish. You ever thought about that?
to just having sex with people that cry, like as they're crying.
No,
That's what
like,
gets
you
me
like
off.
having sex when you're crying.
So I always wondered this.
Here we go.
So like, I don't think I have a fetish towards like what's it called like when people like to get choked out and like
Oh, that's weird.
yeah I don't like that.
I don't even like.
I don't
over,
like I don't like when people like smack me. I don't like if like she pinches me or
Don't
like
spit
bites
on
me.
either.
Like even no matter how far
Very
into it.
PG-13.
Yeah. Very hard, like no matter how like deep I'm into this sex, like how good it feels, like the minute someone like pinches my nipples or like bites me or like something, like I just want to stop right away.
Stop.
So like it's weird. So there's one thing though, like whenever like if I'm having sex, like the best part that when I start like about to like feel like I'm about to come, I don't even know if I should post this because I don't know. I feel like this is kind of saying too much. I might have to let my girl see this and be like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't
Just try to pull it back a little.
I know.
Just try to.
I got Manscaped now. I gotta be careful.
Should have pulled it back a little there, pony.
But yeah, so like there's times when like I feel like I have to like, oh, if I get a cramp, I come. If like a part of my body gets tight, that's when I'm like, oh, like that's the spot, and then I come. Like when it hurts though, like you know you get those like maybe you get like a calf, you know you get like a calf.
Is it like a
cramp? Yeah. And it's like that's what did it for me. Like that's what threw me over the edge.
Not everything else before. None of the.
But that makes me because like I said, I'm not one to get
Hey,
choked or
man.
anything. I'm not into like all that like.
But you like cramps.
But like maybe, but like a cramp or like maybe my back gets tight. That sounds like an old person thing. Maybe I have like I don't know, I get a headache, then I come. And I don't know if that makes me like puts me in that category of people that like to get like strangled while they.
No.
No.
That's something.
That's a weird one too, huh? People that put like belts. Dominatrix or like people that get like nipple clamps
Yeah,
or like
that's something
electrocuted.
else. I don't like that, bro. I don't even
Yeah,
like watching
that's
that
too
porn.
much.
I don't even like watching that porn. It's a little
Me
weird.
neither.
It's too
What
much,
do you
bro.
think's the weirdest porn you watch? Like, let's just say you can say it out loud, or we can just not. We can move on to the next one. But like, what's something that you watch and you're like, if people found out about this, they would probably think I'm fucking weird or something's wrong with me. Granny porn.
No, I don't watch that.
Oh, okay.
I really don't. I don't think I.
Oh
watch,
yeah, me either.
I don't think I watch like off left field porn. I think I watch like some. I think I always watch the inner family ones.
Right.
But that's
But
so
that's usually
normal
like step brother and
But I
stuff, so it's
know
not
though,
the
bro.
same.
But
Yeah,
I know
you
though.
know they're not
But
real
I know
step
though,
brother,
you
yeah.
know, so it's not like creepy. It's not weird. I'm like, oh yeah. This is
I remember
stupid.
one time I watched one where it was
Fast
like
forward that part anyways. I don't like to see the acting.
I kind of like the build up.
I hate the
Like I
build-up.
like when it's like the stepmom like okay like oh and he's like oh yeah like I got this new girlfriend but
Why do
like
we always end
we're
up
gonna
talking
have
about porn?
I don't fucking know. I was like and it's like it starts out where it's like the stepson and the stepmom are having a conversation and she's like oh so the new girlfriend's coming over like you know like how do you
She
feel
doesn't come.
and he's just like oh I don't know like we've been dating for a while but we're gonna have sex for the first time like I'm scared
she
like if I don't
preps him?
overperform yeah Or, like I'm scared like I underperform or something and she just like well you know like I could teach you some things like is that okay like it's all teaching purposes like this isn't bad and next thing you know they're like they have sex
Yeah,
and like she's showing him how to do it and how to eat her out and like
Yeah.
how to how to get head.
It's funny because I feel like people that work at Pornhub and stuff can probably tell us a lot about ourselves
Based off the porn we
based
watch.
off the porn that we watch.
I wonder if hopefully one day I can get like a psychologist to come in
and talk to us about
and
it.
just I can tell him like this is the kind of porn I watch. Like what do you base off that? What does that mean
tell
about
me about myself.
Yeah,
Dude, that'd be kind of tight.
I would love to.
What's like the most popular porn right now?
I can either look it up or I can like off the top of my head.
Let me hear that one.
I would assume it'd be like not interracial
I
porn.
keep wanting to say interracial too.
Interracial porn, or it could be like family porn.
It's always a family thing.
Yeah.
It's like the weird. Yeah.
Or I want to say like usually I want to say like either MILFs or like GILFs.
MILF one's a big one.
Yeah, or like granny porn.
Yeah.
Like a young guy having sex with like a really old woman. I don't know what you know what I think it is.
What?
I think is that it's something that we would never do,
And
but
we
it's
want to see it.
it's very it turned us on to see
Remember there
it
was
being
that
done.
weird. This is gonna get really gross.
No, go.
Remember there was that weird genre of porn where it was like all about just like big loads. I don't want to say cum shot. 'Cause it
Are you
sounds
talking
gross.
about the dramatic ones,
The
like where it was fake?
giant loads. Yeah.
So those
yeah,
are
yeah.
fake, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
But the ones that fill the whole face, and the guy was like, "Oh!" and he would like have to be super, but it wasn't his penis at all.
Yeah, yeah.
It
It
was
was
all
like
a
a
fake
hose
one.
behind his penis?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, I remember
That
that,
one.
and
You
that
remember
would
that
kind of
shit?
turn me on
yeah. It was kind of weird, huh?
because it was just like being able to fill up
But I feel
someone's
like throwing up
whole
now.
face and like their whole hair and everything with just like
I
fake
feel grossed out
cum.
now.
Yeah, I know. Cum in general just grosses me out.
It's a
my
little
own cum.
gross.
Like what if I ever come and it hits my thigh? I'm like I have to get a napkin and like I don't like to touch
Scrape it off?
If I accidentally get some on my hand, automatically I want to just shower my whole body.
You gotta take a shower? Well, guys, dude, that like stickiness doesn't go away.
That's very true.
It stays on for a long time.
Yeah. Cum is like a good adhesive.
Next time you have to stick two pieces of wood together, just jizz on them.
Like instead of Gorilla Glue, we should call it Gorilla Cum.
Oh no,
It's like extra strong.
that wouldn't fly.
No,
But it's annoying that it wouldn't fly. Just let it.
it's good marketing and everything, but like, and the fan base or like the people that would totally buy it is all there for sure.
Yeah.
But like, for the world to see that, like, it's probably not a good thing.
No.
Like, no one wants to be sponsored by that. No one
Nobody-
wants to deal with it. I
Yeah.
do.
Nobody wants Gorilla Cum on their UFC shorts.
On a NASCAR.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's a bunch of UFC fighters sponsored by like condoms.com.
Really?
100%. They're like that and like
I heard
other shit.
Joe Rogan's first sponsor for the podcast was
Fleshlight.
Fleshlight. Yeah.
Dude, Fleshlight.
I don't know if it was Fleshlight or Adam and Eve, but yeah.
I don't know what he's
I don't
saying.
know.
He's just yelling shit.
Yeah.
House full of Mexicans just yelling shit. Fucking, that's what you.
Hey, it wouldn't be
did.
a House of Mexicans if it wasn't like that, right?
It wasn't that, dude. Yeah, if it wasn't that,
Or
and it-
grease burning and burning our eyes, or something
Yeah.
really spicy in the air,
yeah.
Yeah.
Or nobody going to get the door when somebody knocks.
or like someone talking loud and be like Yahweh, like right that way, like just.
Yeah, dude. I get fucked.
What were you saying?
What?
I forgot.
Now?
Right now.
I don't know, dude. I'm just happy to be here.
I'm happy you're here.
This is wild.
Last thing I gotta ask goes
me.
back to the boner thing. When was the last time you can remember masturbating to just your thoughts? Like for some reason you were, do you remember when you were younger and you didn't have access to porn and you would just like imagine, like you would just be like jerking it and you're imagining what like so and so would look like naked or like the
Before
things you would
porn.
do. Like have you had that
Yeah.
recently? Have you been in that predicament like where you were like forced to
Yeah,
like
when
you
the
really
internet
wanted
doesn't
to
work and you get all mad
or something? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. The internet didn't work, and I had to like go back to my thoughts. I'm like, "Fuck, what do I think about, dude?"
Really?
Or what did I? Yeah, 100%.
Man.
The internet didn't work one time, and I had to jerk off without the internet, and I was like, "Fuck this!" So I just put my phone down, and I was like, "Fuck, what do I think about? Who do I think about? What do I think about them doing?" I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I just realized how disconnected I was.
I
What if I start crying?
I'm like, oh my god,
Jesus Christ!
this is awkward. But no, I can't even imagine trying to just laying there with my eyes closed, like tight as fuck, and like
You really
trying
have to think, dude.
Yeah, you really have to get
Bro.
into your like creativeness in your mind.
Well, I just think I think we just watch too much porn.
I think we've watched so much that it's not even imagining. It's just like, all right, you just play back one of your favorites that you've seen one time,
Classic.
and you just try to go back to it and you remember the scenes
Bro,
and
I
everything.
definitely do just to go back and think of classics for sure. I go back and think of ones or the ones that I just watched. I like go back and why do girls get weirded out by porn? Like, well, how come girls don't like that we watch porn?
Girls do, but just I get what you're saying. More guys than girls.
Yeah, how come
It's
they
not a
never
big
said they're like, why do
popularity
you
with
watch
girls.
Yeah, like or they're like, why do you watch porn?
You know what my defense is when it comes to that is like I use it as a training exercise.
like to get notes.
Yeah, because
Fuck,
it's true.
I'm
Because
not there anymore. I think I just do that out of habit now.
once you start like having sex so much, or like whether it's like with like multiple women or like the same girl, you have to start like, okay, what can I do to switch it up?
Oh, you gotta
You know what I'm
switch it
saying?
up.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
after having sex so many times, like you're just like, okay, well, how can I make it better?
Yeah.
You know, at some point, it's like using the same deodorant over and over. At some point, it stops working for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to
do
switch up to a
something
new
else.
deodorant.
Or you
So
used
yeah,
to,
so that's
yeah,
how I
you-
see like when I start having sex, it's like certain positions. Like I've been doing this a lot
don't do
lately.
this.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
do you
Like
ever
it
do-
works for me.
But do you ever throw doggy style out?
Oh, that's my go-to.
That's like
That's like no matter what I switch up.
that's number one.
That's the end. That's the last like
Yeah, that's
couple
the finish,
seconds.
That's the finisher.
Yeah. Turn around.
That's like, it's funny how like guys have their go-to, like when they're about to bust, they have their go-to position. No matter where they're at, they could be locked up in a pretzel, and they're about to nut. We're like, no, go back to the one that I like.
Yeah. And that's the funny part too is when like somehow you may have fucked up the routine and somehow you started out doggy style
You gotta go
and then
back.
you do everything else and it's like, all right, go back to the one, go back
back-
to part one. No, but yeah, I totally get that. But I don't know, I just when it comes to porn, like that's my thing is like
Yeah.
I watch it for my enjoyment, but as well as I'm doing it, I'm taking notes. I'm taking mental notes. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I should try that one. Throw the leg over my shoulder or
Throw the light, dude. They're so funny.
put it sideways.
I have a friend, dude. He says he fucking, him. He says he does some wild shit, and this is shit that I wouldn't do, but he gets really into it. He's talking about. He's like, and I put my fucking foot on this bitch's head, and I'm like, what? Dude?
I've seen that.
You've seen it.
I've never done it, but
But you've
like
seen
in
it
porns,
online?
like what are they like?
Yeah,
Remember
dude,
how-
it's
so
funny.
it's somewhat doggy style, but the her head is
But he
turned
puts his shit
sideways
over and he
it's
fucking
stepping on her head.
I'm like, dude, that's too much, dog. I was like, I ain't doing that. That's wild.
I trip on aggressive porn,
Yeah, I
Like-
do like those.
like the ones where like they slap
I'm
the
getting
tit
chubbed.
and they right. That's what I'm
I'm getting
saying.
chubbed right now, dude. Speaking of chubbed, I'm getting chubbed right now, dude.
But yeah, like
Like my baggy pants.
no, dude. I always wear like I need this little area
You
to
need, like,
open
a
up.
good-
This could all be tight around my thighs, my knees, my calf, down
you
to my
sagging?
ankle.
Are you sagging?
This has to be a little loose.
So you sag on purpose?
Not on purpose. Usually when I sit down, I don't have a big butt, so my pants don't hold up. Like there's not like a top part that they lock onto.
Yeah.
So when I sit down, they kind of slump down.
Question for you: Do you have
Yes,
do you have a part about you that you dislike?
I like this question. Yes,
Truly, 100%.
100%.
Like I
My nose.
Really?
Yeah.
Turn.
It's not that it's big, like out this way. It's flat and wide. I've people have told me that I have a bell pepper nose.
Really?
Yeah, and like I know I really see it when I smile. When I smile, it opens up more. So when I'm really self-conscious when I take pictures, so I try to do kind of a half smile because I know like one of my biggest
Oh, I
features.
thought you were just trying to be funny.
No, I'm being serious. See, I don't want to laugh too hard because you're gonna
Like
see
when
it.
you go like that, you're like, no, when you smile, sometimes you just go like that.
Yeah,
That's because of the nose.
and it's not, and I don't want it to make it look like an awkward one. I'm just like this, but I'm just more like
I noticed that.
it's more relaxed.
That's why
It's not so much like because then my nose flares out more, and I just don't like it.
That's why you do that,
100%.
bro.
I'm giving away my secrets.
I
Thanks a lot.
always notice that you smile like that. Like you do this. Like I always thought you were just trying to be funny.
I mean, I guess if you want to think it as funny, then I'd rather people think I'm funny than
Like
self-conscious.
It was like one of those things where I kind of thought you were being like 75% funny, but also kind of serious, which I guess it is kind of that.
I'm like 99.99% serious.
Bro, I see you smile like that. You're like, and sometimes I just think you're being an idiot.
No, that's me hiding my insecurities.
Bro, the things that people do.
That's why, like, if someone's like, if you tell me something very funny and I'm about to laugh, I'll do this because I know I'm about to like get the
You do
biggest
that.
grin. Because I'm not covering my teeth because I think I have great teeth. I'm not like tooting my own horn. My parents paid for like
Oh, you did
braces.
yeah.
Yeah, so I have a beautiful smile. Like people have told me, so I'm like, okay, I believe it at this
Yeah,
point.
you smile.
So I'm not hiding my smile. I'm hiding my nose because I just know like I know I'm gonna laugh big and it's gonna get bigger.
Your nose?
Yeah.
That's
So that's why I said like if it ever came down to it, one, I want to get a nose job. Not so much like to fix the flatness. Also because like I've broken my nose multiple times. I've never gotten it fixed. I've had so many people
doesn't
like
look fun.
put it back into place. Oh, dude, like up here, I can't breathe out my left nostril. I can't remember the last time I can breathe like if I do this,
Oh.
I can only breathe out of my right.
Really?
Up here, it's all jagged. Like there's like if right here, I can feel it like rolling
Is
around.
there like cartilage in there?
Yeah, something's fucking it up.
I've
So
heard of somebody say that.
I know in time, as I get older, like they say, what your ears and your nose keep growing, right? As you get older. So I know if this keeps growing, no, you look good. You're at a good spot right now. But I know at some point as I get older, if my nose starts to grow, this is gonna like start. messing with my breathing, which could like mess with my health,
You're
like
gonna start
sleeping and
breathing
all
like
that.
one of your pugs.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna start snoring, which I've never done. So my plan is to do like a nose job just to fix this. But I'm gonna tell him like, by the way, like say me and the doctor, he's putting me to sleep. We're talking, just me and the doctor in the room. I'm like, hey, if by any chance you could like fix this flared up part,
But yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah.
So if he could like shave this down or bring him in or whatever he could fix to make it just a little bit like nicer, I wouldn't be mad
So
about
you
it.
think your nostrils flare?
Yeah, bell pepper nose. Yeah,
I don't see it.
they go out.
They do
It's
go-
almost like my nose is like right here in my middle of my face, and then I smile and it goes to like my cheeks.
That's how I figured out how to make my ears move.
Yeah, you've been doing it a few times on the podcast.
Dude,
I
it's-
catch you.
You know what it is?
I hope you guys do.
Okay, you do that. You say
Hey,
that.
we're gonna play a drinking game. Every time that Eric, his ears flap, you guys have to take a shot. Sorry, I don't know what to say. Move. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Bro, flap.
I'm done making fun of your ears. I did it so long growing
Yeah, you
up,
did.
and I felt like a piece of shit, and I know you hated it.
It took me
It'd be
so
like if
long
you
to
made
do
fun
it.
of my nose, and I'm self-conscious about it. You're self-conscious about it, so I'm done with that.
I forget I have big ears.
Because
'Cause I
you've
do.
grown into them.
Thank God. No, I'll tell you why. So you told me that about your nose. That's embarrassing
Uh-huh.
to you. I'll tell you what's embarrassing about me. So the reason why I do that. Oh my God, this is so getting into it. The reason why I do this, like the
Ear
ear
moving?
thing,
Mhm.
is because I have a mole on my head.
Yeah, I remember you saying
So
that.
I have a mole on my head,
Uh-huh.
and so when I used to get a haircut,
Yeah,
he would cut it, not cut it, but he would nick it,
yeah.
and I'm like, fuck. So,
If you use Manscaped, that wouldn't happen.
true.
So go to manscaped.com, promo code SLOB20 for 20% off anything online.
Get smoother nuts.
Yeah. Your balls will thank you.
100%.
All right, keep going.
Uh,
I like that. This is fun.
Yeah, it's
you
fun.
need one of these.
we could so like when I used to get a haircut, he would like it's me like so I learned how to move my muscles here out of anticipation for the nick.
Oh, so when he'd get there, you'd
So I'm like
you'd pull back and
I'd
he
like-
would miss
it's like
it
going
or
like
something?
this, it's like going like that, but I only do it here. Like so I actually know how to move those muscles in my head now.
Okay.
So I can move them like that.
So next time you're on, you want headphones? Or
no,
you,
I don't
you
give
don't
a
care.
shit.
Okay.
No,
okay,
I don't
okay.
give a shit now. It is what it is. I know it's there. I'm not hiding it. I'll probably
Nice.
get it removed though.
Your mole or your ears?
My mole, dude, because cancer.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
just gotta get it removed.
Yeah.
Just in
I
case.
have one too, but luckily mine's high up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so for the longest time, like I'd get like real itchy back here. Like say if I like got dry scalp, I'd be like, God
Oh,
damn.
yeah.
And I would feel like a spot on my head that was like, I thought it was a pimple. And then it wasn't
Oh,
until
yeah.
one of my barbers one time asked for a medium fade. The bitch gave me like a fucking high, like a high top, no fade
Jesus
at all.
Christ, yeah.
So it was all up here. So she's like, hey, do you know you have a mole back here? I'm like, do I? So I have one way up here. And
Is it like this one?
it's like a dark black one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
but you can rarely see it. And like I said, luckily it's high up, so even if I get like a mid fade, low fade, whatever, you will
Yeah.
never see it.
Mine's in an
Unless I go bald
inconvenient.
again.
Mine's in an inconvenient spot. That's why I don't do like skin fades.
Uh-huh.
And Steven's like, dude, just get a skin fade. I'm like, I can't do a skin fade.
How
man."
low is it?
It's like right here.
Well, point to it. You just.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, if you get a mid fade, it's gonna go.
Yeah, so
go
I don't.
over.
So that's why like my barber has to do like a certain thing. Otherwise, the haircuts for me would be much easier. That's why I just go to mine all the time because he knows how to cut my hair, like work around it. But I'll probably get it removed. So it's like $200 to get it removed. And then
Really?
Just like cut it out. Carl will do it.
Carla will do it for you.
No, not her. Where she works, her sister's like a dermatologist.
Oh, I thought you.
I
I was
just
like,
had to-
she's gonna be cutting your hair and just cut it off for you.
Dude, I had to just go do it. It's just like the thought of it. I used to have a little one on my lip, like a red one, and they burned it off. I remember it smelled like marshmallows.
Ooh.
I was like, my mouth was all numb, and they just like burned it. They just burned it, and
And
I
you
just
could
smelled
smell
it. And I was like, it smells like
marshmallows?
marshmallows. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
moles, dude, it sucks. I was super embarrassed by it. Like, I still am.
Mhm.
I don't like it. It sucks.
Has anyone pointed it out though?
Yeah, and it's the most embarrassing thing. They're
Oh,
like,
really?
ew, what's on your head? I'm like, Jesus Christ.
What's on your head?
I'm like, nothing, dude. Fucking A.
Aw.
It makes me feel shitty. It's
And
worse in the ears.
And see, that's the thing too, is I don't like to think that I'm like self-conscious. I don't like to think that I have like a insecurity
Yeah.
because I don't believe in anyone should have an insecurity. God made you the way you are. You should be happy with what you have
And
and
he
work
fucked
with
me
it.
with this mole.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
He was like, no, like I think with you, he was like making you, and then he was like,
He
we're gonna
dropped something.
give him like good looks, and when he gets older, he's gonna grow a nice beard. He's gonna have nice style. He's gonna have a beautiful smile, and he's gonna have a great sense of humor and all this stuff. And then like right when they're about to ship you out, they were like whoever his like side guy is was like, hey, you got to give him something. He's like, and he put a sticker on you, and that's what he's more.
A blemish? Motherfucker gave me a blemish. This son of a bitch. Oh, dude. I got chubbed.
Yeah, so I like to think that's just what happened.
You know what? That made me feel a lot
because
better about it.
I don't think anyone naturally born without any cosmetic surgery was ever perfect, and no one doesn't have insecurity about
Yeah, if
them,
Kylie
whether
Jenner-
it's one or a bunch.
Yeah, if Kylie Jenner can reconstruct her face, I can get my mole removed.
She reconstructed her whole entire fucking persona
Bro, I
and
can't
life
believe
and
that,
body
bro.
and everything.
I can't believe I still.
That's what's funny is like when people see her baby, they're like, "Oh my god, like it doesn't look like her." No shit, honey.
No, nobody looks like. She doesn't even look like her.
Exactly.
Honey.
Like it's like no duh. Like
She's so cute though.
Oh, she really is. Stormy, cute kid.
Yeah.
Shout out to fucking
Travi,
Travis
dude.
Scott.
I know, dude. Did they clear that up?
The whole thing?
Yeah.
I think I got brushed under the rug.
You think so,
I think so. He's way too big.
bro?
The whole Astro World thing, he's way too big. Like, as much as people want to cancel him, like, dude,
not
his
gonna.
music is amazing.
You're not
And, like,
gonna cancel
this is my defense. Like, everything that happened, once again, I've said, like, I'm 100%, like, it fucking sucks. Like, no one wants to go to a concert. No one goes to a concert. All they expect is to have the time of their life, have, like, a moment, a memory in their brain that they're never going to forget, right?
Yeah.
But no one goes and, like, oh, we might get killed or something. No one, I mean, people have that in the back of their head, but no one's like, that's, like, the main thing we should worry about. So the fact that happened, that fucking sucks, and I feel bad for everyone that passed away and anyone that got hurt, all that shit. But my thing is I feel like I'm such a not smart person, but a well-aware person
You're common
that
sense.
I know the type of music I'm going to. I know the type of crowd I'm about to go to.
You get rowdy.
Exactly. Like, that's what they go for. And
Yeah.
like he said it in multiple concerts, like, you know what the fuck you're here for? Like, exactly. More than half that crowd knows what they're in for, and that's what they're going to do. They all did it. Like, as much as they want to blame him, you could blame the fucking crowd. Like, you can blame the guy in front of you, the people behind you, around you. Like who doesn't feel stomping? Like, who doesn't feel stepping on someone? Who doesn't, like, back up and like, oh, like, hold up. Like, and I get it. There's so much force from the back. You can't stop it. But, like, I don't know, man. Like, it was a fucked up scenario. Like, I don't think they should cancel him for it.
No,
Because at this point, this was my take on it too. Do you remember in a baseball when, so now, along the sides, so like up until the outfield, all along the sides, they have a net now, right? So,
baseball. Yeah.
So many times people were getting hit by like line drives, like foul
Yeah.
balls. And like, I guess the final one that cut it was like someone hit a line drive and a foul ball to like, and it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was either someone was holding their baby or they had like the little carrier and the baby got a ball to the head. And so that was it. Like the next season, they really put that into like, they like voted on it. And so from here on out, like if you go, there's a net in front of you, which fucks because like, you know, I have my most like famous video that for me I
That was
love it
cool.
is like I have a video that I should probably post. I've never posted
You
it
should play it
publicly.
right now.
I've never posted
Play
it
it right now.
right now. That was dope.
That was sick. Dude, I remember we always play that video. It's
Theo
so-
Hyman?
Theo Hyman.
Dude,
yeah.
every time I see my Theo, every single time, 100% of the time, I walk into his house and he tells everyone, "Hey, did you guys see my nephew's video where he caught a foul ball?" And he'll play it every
Dude,
time.
It's such a sick video too, because they're like, dude, that's fucking good.
But so like I see that and I'm like, that's fucked up because of this one thing, because like, you know, these parents didn't want to, you know, be like you're at a baseball game, you're in an area where you know you're aware that foul balls get hit this way. Take a glove, like be aware. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that now they took that away from us, like I caught that ball from sitting in those seats possibly where
moment.
they were. Yeah, and I lived a great moment. I'm always gonna remember that. Now people will never have that because of this one thing that fucked it up. So what I'm going back to the whole Travis Scott thing. After this, they're gonna tighten up security. They're gonna now there's certain sections you got to be at. It's gonna fuck it up for everyone else. You're not gonna enjoy it as much. All the times when you used to like get in mosh pits, that's no longer gonna be a thing. Like it's gonna be so overprotective that it's gonna ruin the experience for everyone.
We have to stop folding for bitches, dude.
That's what it is.
Like for fucking babies in the world, dude. Like we fold for babies.
What sucks though is it's the sensitive people. It's a small amount of them, but they have a big voice.
Bro, we're literally, it's annoying because it's like, you know what we're doing as like a society, as like a culture? as people is like we're letting the little crying baby, the little naggy kid get it their way.
Exactly.
That's what all the drama is. That's what this whole all these political social issues is about, is because we're letting the little naggy baby win.
It's like
rather than being the adult.
Yeah, it's like if you went like on a foot race and you're racing someone and like the one kid was so fast he was beating everyone and it's like I keep losing, like he shouldn't be allowed, and they're like all right, we'll make it even, like he just won't be able to race with you guys.
Figure out how to get faster.
Yeah,
idiot.
exactly.
Lose weight.
or get faster or fucking train harder.
Maybe you're not meant to run.
Maybe maybe that's what it comes down to. Like maybe this isn't the thing for you.
You know what we're doing too is we're actually crippling those people because maybe you're not meant to be a runner, but maybe you're the best something else. Maybe you're the best at making shoes.
And now we make them think like, oh, I'm a good runner. No, you're not.
Bro,
we just lowered the standard for you.
You're actually crippling people like that.
Yeah,
we should run for president.
I'm down.
Dude, we actually are crippling people though. If you think about it, that's fucked up because. And it sucks. It sucks because for us, but these conversations are important. But it sucks, dude, because we actually are crippling people because, in all it's a joke. We were joking, but in all reality, dude, it's annoying because you really are crippling that one person. You think that you're hurting them by not letting them have an equal chance, or you're not letting them win.
Yeah.
But really, by letting them understand loss, you're giving them you're helping them get to the path that they're meant to get to. But like I was saying, okay, maybe you can't, maybe you didn't win that race, maybe you're not even meant to be a runner. But
exactly.
Maybe you're a really good shoe designer, and you became the person that designed the shoes for.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's bro, there's something for you out there. Why do you need to have that thing? Figure it out. Exactly. Yeah, it's just fucking whiny baby bitches, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And unfortunately, as we get older, it's a lot of those whiny baby bitches are in the form of 65-year-old men and women.
And they're gonna take over.
And
then a lot of things are gonna change because these people complain so much. It's all right, we'll change the rules for you so you can be happy.
It's not a conversation. It's whining.
Whining. Exactly.
You're being a bitch.
And that's what it is. It's so many people complain to where they're just fuck, well, we have to do something. We have to cater to these people that are complaining, and otherwise we're going to lose a huge fan base. We're going to look like pieces of shit because we didn't cater to the people that, were sensitive or they felt a certain way. Yeah. It's no, that's not what it is.
Yeah.
You're just making it worse for those fucking people.
And the nice thing about comedy and comedians is they're the leaders in making a mockery of that stuff and making fun of it and making sense of it.
And because they're titled, they're okay to do that. Because they're comedians,
they're the only ones allowed.
Yeah, it's almost like you go to a comedy show and people make fun of things. That's what you go for. You go to laugh. You go for people that have this other idea to turn a negative thing into a funny thing. It turns a dark moment into a funny moment.
Yeah.
And it's at a certain point, all you can do is laugh about something that's so fucking dark. If we can't do that, then what are we gonna do? Just be depressed all the time?
Yeah.
Where do you find the light at the end of the tunnel?
Yeah. And it's interesting because I've never had to deal with that stuff. Being from here, I've never had to deal with people like that.
Oh yeah, no, we're good here.
100%. So even when I go out though, I always wonder the people that are complaining. I was who do you fucking hang out with? Bro. And what percent of the world is and you hear it more and more now with podcasts, it's the people that bitch are the 2% of people on Twitter.
That's what I'm saying.
For sure, just get off of Twitter.
That's what I'm saying.
Get off of wherever you need to get off and just hang out with somebody around you, and you'll remove yourself from that drama.
And that's what I was saying was it's not so much that most of the complainers, it's a bunch of them. It's that the little bit of them have really they complain so much. You know what? And everyone has to cater to them.
You know what it's like? It's when. In a comparison of the impact, it's being in an airplane, and it's there's all these people in an airplane, but if one baby cries, everybody hears it.
Yeah.
It's and we pay attention. We know that there's a baby there crying. We acknowledge it. That's how loud and stimulating it is in a big group of people that are supposed to be quiet, not quiet, but are agreeable to be not shouting. It's not like a club. If a baby was crying in a club, nobody would hear it. Yeah. The point being is yeah. The point being,
hypothetically speaking,
that is, if you took a baby to the club, you couldn't hear it.
Why is a baby at a club anyways?
But that's how we treat this one people. We give these immature people the luxury to these with half baked thoughts to have a big voice and to gain impact off of it. Of it, when we should be paying attention to people that are well thought out and who are complaining and having a conversation.
They're not so much complaining; they're just trying to figure out a way to just kind of what's the word, like just like learn to just go with the motion.
Yeah.
Like this is what it is now. So now they just like they makes them a better person. Like they start to like, okay, well this is how it is. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like now I'm gonna change my ways to just kind of flow into the way the world should be. Instead, you got people that like the flow goes in and they're just like, no, I don't like this, and they're gonna make a fucking right turn, and they just need like all these people to follow them, and next thing you know, like all these big corporations, all these it's social media. Then that you get like this other group of people that are like, yeah, you're right, that's fucked up. Like that shouldn't be okay. It's like that's not what they're
People are
doing.
fucking soft, dude. It's too
And they're
easy to
ruining so much stuff for other people
Dude,
and
100%.
future generations.
Dude, they're ruining a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, it shows too. I mean, like, it's one of those things. Like, we can be like we're old as fuck, but like, just like, not even us so much, but like hearing like our parents tell us like, yo, when we used to go to like
The good old
concerts,
days.
yeah, we used to go to concerts, like people were fucking fighting people in the crowd, and like, people were getting thrown out, and now it's gotten to the point where like we kind of have that, but in a like more like secure space to where it's like if say for instance you're at a concert, right? Back in the day, people were moshing and they were like punching each other and like people were getting bloody coming out, and everyone was cool with it. Like they were just like, that's what we expect when we go to a rock concert, or like a heavy metal concert. Now if we go to one, it's like people get moshed and then someone falls down, you pick them up and you just keep going, like, and that's what we do. Then it's gonna start turning into there's no moshing at all.
There's no touching in the mosh.
There's no touching. Like just dance where you're at. There might not even be a point where like there's no more open seating where it's like there's not like you just stand around. Like it might just be you have to be in seats, which fucking sucks. Like I've been to concerts where you're pretty much like in those theater seats.
Isn't it weird?
And like it is because you can't dance as much, you can't jump around, you can't have the fun you want. You're kind of just there like vibing to the music. And for some people that might be cool. For the most part, like people go to a concert because they're enjoying the music live. Like they're seeing this famous person
walk around.
Yeah, they're seeing this person that they idol, like their idols, like just perform, and they want to like it's one time, and it's expensive as fuck. So you want to live your best life, and you want to go all out that one night, and then but because certain rules now, it's like, okay, like you can sit here and listen to the music live, but just chill. Yeah, it's like it's like, oh, I could just do that at home then.
Just sit down.
I could just do YouTube live and just watch the concert at home.
Put a fucking Oculus on and you're there.
Yeah, or like I could fucking mosh better at my house then.
Yeah, 100%.
It's the same shit. Like
I'll
you
punch
just
my
take it away from certain people that really enjoy it. I feel like most people that enjoy that type of atmosphere, and it's like now it's because certain people want to complain about it. It's like, well, now we got to cater to you because if we don't, then we look like pieces of shit, and then we get canceled, which is a whole nother fucking thing.
Yeah,
like
people are fucking babies, dude.
it all fucking sucks.
They're not my friends.
And that's the thing too, is we're not that old. So we're not like old people like, oh, back in my day. It's just like we're luckily we've grown from how it used to be to now, and we've seen like how it's progressed into that craziness, or like the fact that like they've like
it's gone too far.
They babied everything to where we can see it, and we're still at a young age, to where we can be like, no, like dude, like it, like you guys are fucking making it worse.
Yeah, dude, it's funny because I see it like when you're just around people with kids enough, like you see pattern recognition, and from like parents with kids, 3-year-olds and younger, and then you look at society and like political and social issues, it's like the same thing. It's literally the same thing. It's like, oh, you're letting the nagging baby win. Mm-hmm. Like, what does that say about you? So then that's why nobody respects government, and then obviously nobody respects like these people, because why respect them when you're not even proving any valid points? You're just complaining.
Yeah, exactly.
It's too easy to survive, dude. Too many bitches. Thankfully, I don't like. The annoying thing is, in the grand scheme of things, they are like shifting things.
Yeah,
because all we can do is like do what we do. But then it's hard not to see it politically, because then we bring children into the world, and we have to understand it and talk about it, because we bring kids into the world, so we have to understand the landscape of, the way society works. And it's like, oh well, this is the world now. Try to figure it out. It's like, no, we have to have some sort of understanding.
Yeah.
Of what world we're bringing kids. You almost like now I kind of understand when people are like, I don't want to have kids.
I don't want to bring them to this shitty world.
Look at this fuck. You want to come in this piece of shit world? Like, look what they did. They ruined it.
It's almost like, you're like a bad person if you have a kid now, because like you really want to bring them to this fucked up world.
But then it's also kind of selfish, because but then it's like, but that's also a social thing. Is like, but why is it kind of selfish? Like, what if I don't want a kid, and then I'm responsible for this thing that I didn't really agree to? Like, I do want a kid for like selfish reasons. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's selfish. But then I think now
it is, but not like a bad selfish.
But then I think about the world that you bring them into. It's like, okay, but then it kind of the challenge of I think personally that we come from a family with good values that they no matter anything
They
that
carry
happens,
on to the
they,
future generations.
no matter whatever social issues get thrown at them, they can handle it
Yeah.
with respect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, rather than a piece of shit that complains and fucking records people at Targets and yells at them and shit.
Yeah, I
hate
feel like
those videos,
yeah.
bro. It drives me nuts when I see that. I'm like, dude, you're fucking bored. You need to figure something out.
Well, just like you saw the other day when fucking someone left me a note on my car. I don't know if you saw my story.
What happened?
So I posted that someone left a note on the windshield of my car because they said that my car was too high up on the curb and it was obstructing the sidewalk for people to walk through.
Kiss my
Dude,
ass.
I'll put a picture right here. It was literally like the fucking like let's just say so obviously my curb
Yeah,
is
calm down, Betty.
fucking Karen.
Next
now you're
door.
adding a Betty to the Karens.
Oh, it's 100% Betty. She has short hair and she looks like a bird a little
It's
bit.
definitely it's
And she has
definitely
the afro.
It's definitely someone old around here.
100%.
And on top of that, I was like, who the fuck is going on a walk and like also walking around with like a notepad and pen? Like
Yeah.
when I go on walks, I take my dogs and I take, a poop bag and like a bowl for
this
water.
was a premeditated note.
Yeah,
She
like
had
this
been
is what they
walking.
knew. They knew when they go around, they're gonna mark little things that
Have
are
you
wrong
peeked
with the neighborhood.
eyeballs around to see who's walking?
We usually walk around like a time when like no one isn't really around. Like we like to
Yeah.
go at night.
No, but like, have you ever just like peeked around? And you're like, let me see if this bitch is walking by.
Dude, that's my thing. I'm so focused on my own thing.
Yeah,
I
you
could
don't
care
even
less.
fucking- yeah,
Dude, like I even told
100%.
Saito, like I was like, people could fucking park on the grass. I don't give a fuck. Like I have so much other things to worry about
Yeah.
that something like that is not a worry to me.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
100%.
obviously this person made it a big deal and like this is the third note we've got since we lived here.
Really?
And yeah, one time, okay, I kind of get it. We were like half on like the sidewalk where you kind of like either had to walk around the car or go around the street.
Yeah.
Okay, we fucked up. But no, this time, dude, like we were like, say this is like, so our curb isn't like the blocky one. It's
round
the little ramp one. So I was parked up like on the top of the little ramp and there was like so much room for the sidewalk. You could easily walk by. You wouldn't even touch the car. You wouldn't be nowhere near the car. You'd be fine. And they still left a note.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what? And like Saito was like, we got another fucking note. And I walk out there. I was like, what the fuck? Like, we're supposed to park in the street?
Yeah.
Like, should we just be dramatic and park in the street? And then what? We get a ticket because we're too far on the street?
Where am I supposed
like,
to
where the fuck? Like, give me lines then.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
parking lines.
and that's what I'm saying. I'm not one to like start a petition. Like these people are complaining. Like I'll cater to you because I need you to shut the fuck up.
But it's funny because like, and then something like that, say they did make parking lines, and one day he'll be like, why the fuck did they make parking lines? Because this one idiot decided to complain, and then we folded for that one idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not folding for idiots, dude. But thank God that I don't have to deal with idiots too much, or else I would
Exactly.
be a much angrier person.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
But
dude.
yeah, man, that was a nice little rant right there. That was good. That was good.
Remember on your podcast when Andy's all when Raven rants, or like Jordan and I just
Oh.
like to rant.
Yeah. We have raves and rants over there on Between Me and You podcast with Andy Conchola and Jordan Tondo.
Yeah, check it out though.
Check it out. Go over there, check it out. And we have a little segment where we do raves and rants where pretty much you either like say something that either bothers you or something that you're really like, I like this.
Yeah.
And yeah, most of our things we have less raves. We don't have things that we like. We have more bitching and complaining.
100%. Jordan and I just like to bitch about stuff.
Yeah, dude,
funny.
I have on my notes. I have so many like rants,
Yeah.
and I have like 2 raves. And every day I go and we do a podcast, I'm like, I have like I'm like, you got a rant? Oh, I got a fucking rant. I'll go off. And it's like, what's your rave? I'm like, I like when people compliment my haircut. Like I can't think of anything.
I like when people are nice.
I have more things that I complain about than I do. But that's just how it is. We all complain about something.
Yeah, I appreciate things, but like, yeah, I gotta start thinking about the glass more half full.
Exactly.
'Cause
And- yeah.
Oh my god, I have one more. Just like
Go for it,
this
and
will be a
then- yeah.
1 point thing. I absolutely hate, because I was thinking about.
Are
this
we slipping a raves and rants over on Slop on the Pod?
Yeah.
Andy's gonna be
this
so
is my
mad.
last rave. Sorry. I
all good.
hate when I pull up to the Chipotle. This is totally first world problems. All my raves are like first world problems.
Is
by
this
the
like
way.
airplane joke?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, airplane jokes suck, dude. That's why I don't say them.
Should we explain the airplane joke real quick?
Yeah.
Okay,
go
so
ahead.
airplane joke is like everyone has like this airplane joke where it's like airplane food. What's up with that? And the whole point of the joke is like it has to be something that only people that fly a lot would understand that joke.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, is this when you say
No,
like
it's not.
the
It's not
Chipotle thing? It's a first world problem. It's like, okay, is this like something
No,
like?
it's not a bougie thing.
Okay.
It's so you know when you order online Chipotle, I hate when I pull up to the window to get my Chipotle in the Chipotle lane, and I pull up, and they're like, okay, they're like, hey, what's your name, whatever, to get your order.
Yeah.
And I'm telling them like, oh, it's Eric, and then they go in, they look, and they start looking around. I'm like, as soon as they do this, I'm like, fuck, I ordered to the wrong Chipotle. And I'm like, God damn it. And then they come back and they're like, we don't see. I'm like, I ordered the wrong one. I'm a fucking idiot. And I like roll out. I'm like, God damn it. And here they're far, dude. There's that one. The only Chipotle is the one by the gym. And mind you.
So you have to cancel it. You're like, I'm not going to make it.
So for me, it's so convenient because I get done with the gym. I'm like, cool, I need to eat. I'll order something on the
Chipotle's
app.
right down the street.
Chipotle's literally across the street.
Oh, yeah, it is. Huh?
Literally across the street. I'll pull in. I'm like so ready mentally just to eat right after the workout. And then they fucking tell me I ordered the wrong one. And I have to drive all the way to the mall.
You should have it saved in your favorites or something.
Dude,
like,
it's
this is the one I always go to.
It's because I do.
Every time I order to this one,
but
please.
it always, I know. I
Tell the
fucked up.
fucking app.
I know, it pissed me off.
Where baby's complaining.
Dude, I remember I was thinking about you a couple days ago because I was pissed because I was like, Jordan would love this as a rave.
Yeah.
I was raving about it. I hated it. I was so upset. Almost.
No.
No.
But yeah, so that's it for this episode.
Yeah, so we can go off all day.
Yeah, we could continuously do like a 24-hour podcast.
Probably.
We should do a 24-hour podcast and be in the Guinness Book of World Records for the
we could
longest
just have people
podcast recorded.
Hop in and out.
Wouldn't that be dope?
That would be
I
fun.
don't think people would watch the whole thing, but it would be part of the Guinness World Book of World.
We would literally have to sit here
The
and
Guinness
eat
Book
it.
of Records.
Guys, bro,
What is
right.
it? Guinness Book of World Records.
You got it.
Yeah, okay. If I say it too fast, it's
Guinness
like a
Book
tongue
of World
twister.
Records.
All right. Well, this is episode Who Gives a Fuck? Because I don't remember the number.
Okay, just because you hit 50 now.
I
That's
lost
sick,
track.
By the way, that's
Oh,
sick. by
thanks,
the way,
brother. I
dude.
appreciate you.
50's
You've always
tight.
been a big supporter, and I
Yeah, I
appreciate
suck your
you.
dick, dude.
You always
Always.
suck my dick on the podcast. You like, you give me praise all the time, and I don't ask for it, but you do it.
Yeah,
and
you're
I get when you do it, I get like a little like self-conscious. I'm like, no, don't do that.
Stop.
I like because then I feel like people are like, oh, he told him to say that.
Nope.
Like, no, but
You're
you
great.
you
I
do
love
it.
you.
And I appreciate you for this. I appreciate you for coming on again, for
Yes.
being like one of the continuous guests. We need to get you an award or like a belt
Oh,
or
Rafa was
something.
supposed to be here too. We were supposed to talk about fashion and pants.
Yes, I had more notes. Yes,
About pants?
well, and then also being a dad, and I had so much stuff.
Oh, that'd have been great.
Yeah. And we could talk about how we don't have kids and why we don't, and when we do have kids, what we're gonna do,
We'll
the
have
things
to
he
get-
does, and
I would
they're
love
wrong. I'm just kidding.
Just the two non-dads telling the dad how to dad.
Yeah.
You should really do this to your kids. No.
But yeah, this is it for episode whatever. I'm Jordan, and this is my partner in crime, Eric Castaños, with the mole on the back of his head. But hey, don't look at it. I love you, Eric.
I love you too.
All right, we're out.